Stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Yeah. Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. This is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter, it's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah.
Hey everybody.
Hello.
I've got to get my intro stuff down. I will eventually. I like them
You're
both.
amazing.
Gotta try to figure out which one I want more. I'm gonna edit the other one. Hey! How's
Hey guys.
everybody doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I took a big ass nap today, but I ran a lot of
Love
errands this morning, so.
Yeah, I mean, good. I love that. Everybody should take naps, I feel like.
Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Today, we're going to resume day 4 of the 5-day, 6. It's like 5-day, but I think there's a 6th video, right? Like a 6-day, like an extra.
She did a bonus day.
Yeah. So it's like a 6-day boot camp, but like
it was not bonusing.
5-day with a bonus. 5-day with the bonus. I wonder if it's because she lied to everybody about being there live and was like, oh, I probably should like make up for that. Well, that didn't make up for it.
Yeah, maybe. I also think that like, I don't know, the bonus day seemed like it was, I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this, but the bonus day seemed like it was more of a Q&A.
Gotcha.
So it makes me feel like, did she just want the extra interaction, the dopamine, the compliments, or was she afraid that people weren't happy? Maybe all of those things. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? Before we get started, I am going to make a liquid IV because your girl been drinking Diet Coke all day. And I love Diet Coke, but I need some water with a little more hydration. Diet Dr. Pepper. I am an affiliate for Liquid IV, so if you want 20% off, feel free. It's in all my descriptions. I have them a sugar-free white peach. My favorite.
White peach? What's your favorite flavor?
I think white peach is my favorite now. But I do like sea berry, which I've pretty much stuck on the whole time. But like white peach I like peach in general. Peach flavored stuff. They also have a green grape. They have a purple grape, but they also have a green grape that I like a lot too. But
do you like green grapes or purple grapes better?
I like to eat
red grapes.
I like to eat the red grapes more, like the purple red grapes. But I like the flavor of the green grape like flavoring more. But I'd say my top two are this white peach one, which is pretty much just peach, and then sea berry, which I'm
White peaches are very good though.
They are. I buy them and eat them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a green grape person. I love green grapes more than the red grapes.
Really?
Yeah. Brandy says also, peach.
Peach?
Look at it. It is a safe space for everybody here.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeehaw. Hello, look, I be and use your link, JJ. Feel free to. No, like it's not an MLM, so you do you, baby. It doesn't bother me.
It is actually affiliate marketing.
Actually affiliate marketing.
Isn't that funny how that works?
Yeah.
I'm going to open my drink real quick. I'm going to have some water. Actually, I'm going to have my Diet Dr. Pepper first.
What?
So you want to do, I know we're on your channel, but do you want to do an ASMR moment?
Feel free. If you don't like
right.
ASMR, just whenever she takes a sip is when it's done.
Yeah. Not sponsored, but how cool would that be?
A Dr. Pepper? Man, that would be wild.
Can you?
I can't.
That'd be wild.
Imagine it.
Wild times. Okay, here we go.
I don't hear bubbles, but that crackle of the opening was the loudest crackle I've heard.
Oh, okay.
I take the sip. There we go. Yeah.
Oh.
I see. I'm a Diet Coke girly.
More than Diet Dr. Pepper?
Oh yeah. Oh,
wow.
Yeah. I'm a Diet Coke girly.
What about?
Oh.
What about like
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar? I like that. I like that more than Diet Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
So it's like Diet Coke and then Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Also, I have to announce something that's really exciting.
Wait, do I know? Oh,
tomorrow a Finley. And I'm going to show y'all what hat it's going to be.
Oh my God. Where are you getting it?
Right here. And it's going to look.
Oh, I know what picture it is. You told me about this.
Something like this.
Oh God, that's going to be so cute.
That's her favorite, position. And it's also the cutest thing in the whole world. Also, can you just look at that little gray face for me? That's my little baby girl. That's my little baby girl.
She's so cute.
I'm in love. Also,
she's
this is
vibe when she's under the blankets and she's like, listen, don't.
Reaching out for me. That's my baby. Anyway, so I'm going to get it like right here. Of her.
That's so cute.
Being pretty. Anyway.
I can't wait to see.
We are here for Jessie Lee Ward. Well, we're here because of Jessie Lee Ward. Let me put it that way. And I'm pretty excited about it. And day 3 was wild. I must say. It was a moment. So if you haven't watched it, it's on Aaron's channel. Day 3. Day 2, I think Amy did. And day 1, Tish did, right?
I believe so. The Clown Town has a whole playlist on their channel as well.
Perfect.
So FYI, it'll make it easy. Huh? Everybody that's done a video on the boot camp.
Gosh.
I know. Isn't that cool? Like, shout out to the Clown Town. Val and Gus are incredible humans. I feel like I say that all the time, but they really are.
They really are. Big fans.
Any thoughts on Envision You? It's an MLM. And
I don't
stand MLMs.
I don't know much about it. Someone said they got Taylor Swift tickets. That's me tomorrow at 10 a.m. Fun fact, I already bought, because everywhere sold out in Indianapolis, Indiana. That's where we're going to have to go to watch her, which is fine. Indianapolis. But John Green's there. So
okay.
So we're going to go there. But everywhere to stay is sold out. So I had to purchase an entire home on Airbnb. Hotels are completely sold out already. It's a year in advance. It's next November.
Oh my God.
I know. Also, fun fact, I planned a trip and I'm taking Riley and I to Ireland in February.
I was wondering what that story was about.
Big news.
Wow, Ireland? What made you pick Ireland? I'm just curious.
I
think it's cool.
We both wanted to go there. That's kind of like our dream trip. and we wanted to take a big trip together somewhere. So
Bestie.
well, monthly payments.
Hey, whatever works. I
I
love
mean,
that. That's
it really,
awesome.
it really isn't a terrible price, I think, for that trip. I use like Expedia, TripAdvisor, all that stuff.
Yeah. Wait, did you tell him already?
Yes.
How did he react?
Oh my God, he's so excited. He was so pumped.
I love
Goo Goo
that.
Dolls. We love that. This is a little fun intro.
Oh,
It's not
this
gonna be
really
that.
is.
This is
So I have some news. It's not my news. I mean, it's not my news, but Mia gets her braces off next month.
no way. I remember
Yeah.
when I was there,
We
y'all were
just
talking
found
about
out.
it, and she was like, I doubt it.
Yeah, her and I, we just talked about this in the car, her and I. She's like, I'm a pessimist, you're an optimist.
Meet in the
And I
middle.
was like, we meet in the middle. And I said, it was when we were driving to her appointment. I was like, okay, what do we want them to say? And she was like, Mom. And I'm like, no, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I want them to say you're right on track to get your braces off next month. And she was like, I don't have any expectations.
I think, yeah.
It was really cute though.
Also, another little surprise. I am meeting up with Ava.
Oh, that's
I'm going to
amazing.
be in the area, and she lives in Dublin.
We love Ava.
I love Ava. Anyway,
That's going to be so cool.
I'm very excited. That was a lot to throw at everybody, but I thought it might be fun. It was like a feel-good moment before the next. Oh, I didn't speed it up. It's an hour and 10 minutes.
It's okay. We can do it.
You sure? I mean,
Yep.
I did that nap. It will take
You
me
did take
it up if I need to. Okay.
And I got you, bestie. I got you. If you need to, and you know what I'm saying.
For about a second, I fell asleep on stream, and Aaron woke me up.
Oh, it was so cute. I was like,
coming over there. But listen, I'm struggling a little bit. Remember,
it was so cute.
13 months.
That's incredible.
Thank you, Maria.
We don't have any sound effects tonight.
I can be a sound.
Yay!
Wahoo! Or yeehaw!
Oh, that's yes.
Yeet. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, this is we're just. I don't have a 19 months, Avery Joe.
It's incredible.
She's got to be fuming. I can only imagine that Jessie Lee's losing her absolute shit.
I'd be embarrassed, honestly,
because we bought it, and then, well, DC bought it, and we gave her the money. Some of us split it. And when you buy stuff, I mean, it's your right to it. So,
yeah. We still have Aaron's 900 voice for a sound effect.
900 voice for sound.
Yeah, I bet she is. I bet she is pissed because I don't think it hit the way she wanted it to hit.
Oh, it did not. It's really bad.
Yeah. Anyways, we've got a lot of video to cover.
Yeah, we need to get started. Okay. All right, buckle up. He doesn't look like he did yesterday. I think maybe it's just more of a chill day for her. I don't know. So,
well, she's probably tired. This is a lot, I mean, it's a lot facing stage 4 cancer.
Her yesterday was actually not really the yesterday. Like her day 3 wasn't the actual day 3 of it. It was like the day
she pre-recorded.
Yeah. So, and lied about. Anyway, I'll get over that eventually.
I won't.
I know some of y'all are getting tired, and I know some of y'all think, is there anything she could possibly teach us that is left?
Shirt.
That's correct. Did you hear her?
Yes.
No, I'm really thinking, is there anything she could possibly teach us that's left?
I mean, what have people learned on the previous days exactly?
Nothing. Also, I would love to know how many started on day 1 and how many are there right now on day 4.
Oh, I just know the views have dropped. I just know it.
Significantly, because it's
Come
all
on.
stuff that they've all learned before.
In one of these videos, I don't know if it's this or the VIP videos, but in one of them, she starts shading that not everybody that bought it is there.
She does that all the time, and it's weird. It's weird. It's like, weird. Guess what? You still got the money.
Yeah.
So get over
yourself. Don't promote that there's a replay if you want everybody to show up live.
I know, yeah. Also,
weird.
get over yourself. Like,
Also
you're not
that.
that special where everyone needs to show up. I know you think you are, but you're really not.
Yeah. Oh, it was the VIP video. Marie said, "Thanks, Marie. I appreciate that." Yeah.
Just she bitched about the numbers dropping the baby. Love that. Okay. Claire said, I feel like I've watched them all out of order. Doesn't matter one bit because they all sound the same. Correct. It really doesn't. I mean, you can watch them all out of order and it really doesn't matter because they're not, it's not like a TV show that you can play in the back. It's a TV show you can play in the background. You know what I mean? It's not like that you have to follow. And honestly, it's pretty shitty one at that. I'm just being honest tonight, I guess. I'm being honest every day, but sometimes it slips out. You know?
And that's okay.
It's a Diet Coke. Okay, I'll press play.
Yes, there is a lot more to come. This is only day 4. So I'm excited to see you guys back here today. As always, comment where you're coming in from. Maybe put in the chat something, that you really enjoyed from day 3. Maybe if you've tried some of those scripts. Have you used any of those scripts? Have you saved some of them in your phone? Are you doing the assignments? I would love to. I got hiccups. I'm sorry. I feel like we're friends now. It's been 3 days. This is day 4, right? We're friends now.
In 3 days.
But I would love for us to share our takeaways, things we're doing, so we can get each other rocking and rolling together throughout this entire journey. So I'm super excited you guys are here with me today. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what we do here today in day 4. So let's go ahead and start sharing the screen. Let's get ourselves started on this potty. And welcome to day 4 of the Recruiting Bootcamp Challenge. Today we are going to be talking about the power of personal brand, building your brand online, the art of storytelling, and a lot more. We have a lot of specific stuff today. Okay.
Yay.
A lot of specific stuff today. This is all kind of build.
Okay. So this sounds fun. This sounds like it's great. Topic 1, the power of personal branding. Freaking stoked.
That's me. Hi.
Am I able to do that from StreamYard?
No, you have to go to your channel, the live.
Topic 2, building your brand online. And topic 3, the art of storytelling. No one has ever done anything like that forever.
First of all, her version of storytelling is lying. So
Apparently.
great, you're going to get people to lie. Great. Love that.
Oh my God. All right, let's get started on her session. Also, she did say potty. I swear she said potty.
I think so too. That's what it sounded like to me. Maybe she was just trying to put like a fun little accent on it or something.
What is she trying to say?
I don't party.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, all right.
Yeah, and nobody can read this. Nobody can read that slide.
No.
Nobody can read that.
Your PowerPoint sucks.
Off of each other. If you haven't already been able to tell, this is no different. So let's kind of jump into this. This is kind of a bit of a review, and then
DC, close your eyes.
There's so much more we're going to go into. So the power of this personal brand, like we talked about day 1, a little bit on day 2, and even a little bit yesterday on day 3. This compelling personal brand that reflects your unique qualities and your unique values so you can attract these like-minded individuals. Have you noticed, go ahead and tell me in the chat since we're live here together, have you noticed over the last couple of days that you are potentially attracting different people? Maybe you're showing up differently. Maybe you're starting to niche down like we talked about. Your messaging's getting more consistent, right? I just want you to think about that. Let me know. We're going to go deep today on storytelling. All right. Even deeper, even more. We're going to talk even more about testimonials and how to do them. And we're going to talk more about this credibility piece. So let's just start here. Your brand identity. We have a lot to talk about today, my friends. Okay. This brand identity, I want to start with core values. So the idea of identifying your core values, this is essential for creating a strong foundation in your business and being able to guide your business where you want it to actually go. So the core values in your business, they should define you and your team.
I think this is a great point. Rainey Cannon says we have seen this, I think that's 1 trillion times in free trainings. I mean, true. This all could be an email, like Aaron said yesterday. It also is all free.
Absolutely.
All of it's free in other places. And I'm pretty sure you could probably find everything that she's saying here on her Instagram or whatever for free.
Facebook Lives.
Oh, yeah, easy.
I bet you anything.
culture, you and your team's beliefs, you and your team's guiding principles, which obviously will ultimately impact the behavior of your team. Now, I have this theory where if everything, it's not even a theory, everything in your business, if you have core values, should go back to those things. So you should be able to say, hey, you're just not a good fit, like we talked about the other day, right? You should be able to say, you know what, that's just not in alignment with who I am as a leader. Or that's just not the way our team does things, like that story I told you about yesterday, right? This should be able to make it so that you can run your business cohesively. And if you are running a large network marketing business or want to run a large network marketing business, give me a yes in the chat if you want to. This core value conversation should not be.
Give me a yes in the chat if you want to, but it's pre-recorded. God, she's trying so hard though. What's the saying from Beautiful Humans in the South? Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
Bless her heart.
Overlooked. It should not be something that you take lightly. It should be nearly everything. So let's talk about it. The first way you do this is you're going to reflect on the vision of where you want your team to go and its mission. Now, I've loved looking at some of your social media over the last few days. A lot of you are following the assignments. Some of you are not, but that's okay. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Maybe people are watching it after the fact. Maybe they're not available during the week, and maybe they're going to watch it on the weekend.
And don't tell me you love me after you just shamed me a little bit, please.
That's 100% what she does.
Weird. That's weird.
Every time.
That's weird.
I've loved seeing some of you take, I think, my training on day 1, maybe even really seriously, where you are telling people where you're taking your business. You are revisiting the vision of where you're going. $1 million a month team, $1 million a year team, $1 million a day team, whatever. The mission statements itself. Now, mission statements can be, again, about where your team is going or about the things that your team and your business impacts. Your vision and your mission statement should provide insights into the purpose and the long-term huge goals of your team and your organization. And it is not too early to start this if you are day 1, 0 recruits, because those core values should align with and support all of the objectives of the entire team. So how do you do this? Step 2 is identify your beliefs and principles. So gather your core team leaders, gather your core friends if you have to, gather whoever's in business with you that is doing business and life with you, and brainstorm. This is not something that you want to do alone. I think it's really detrimental actually to your team and your business and recruit.
You can't do it alone without a team. You can't make money in multi-level marketing without recruiting people and hoping that your team does the same.
Exactly. Brandy, JJ, you suck, but I love you so, so much. He said, I love you. Translation, I hate you, you suck.
Yeah.
It's true.
Work harder.
So yesterday, I'm still not over the fact that she said, like 100% of people who work hard will be successful.
We know that's not true.
Say something to that effect yesterday, and I am still messed up.
Because we know it's not true.
Exactly.
It's wild.
Sorry, my dogs are losing it.
Recruiting in general, if you do it alone, because everybody's going to have different perspectives on what makes your team special. So sit people down, encourage open discussions. What do we stand for? What are our beliefs? What makes our team special? What makes our company special? What makes our business special? You can ask things inside of that conversation, maybe like, what do we stand for as a team? What do I stand for as a leader? What do we stand for as a group of leadership? What principles guide our decision making? How do we determine if something is something we stand by or something is morally unfit for our team, right? What behaviors, this is a good one, what behaviors are non-negotiable in our organization?
JJ.
Maybe it's lying, maybe it's cheating, maybe it's stealing, maybe it's something that's disintegritous, maybe it's ingredients that aren't pure and you won't stand for it, right? What are these things? Is it honesty, right? Is it empathy? Is it excellence? These are some of mine, right? Is it energy? Another one of mine. What are the ways that your team, and something cute I see some people do, by the way, with their core values. I've seen this in a Park Lane jewelry team. They have like maybe 15 core values, but they spell out, I don't remember what it is, but they spell out certain words. So like the T stands for trustworthiness, right? Let's say it's treasure or something. The R stands for respectful. The E, whatever, you get the point. I just thought that was super cute. And again, that way, when somebody maybe is not getting promoted, or maybe if somebody, you're not allowing them to speak on a stage or whatever, fill in the blank, you can say, well, it's just not in alignment with our core values. And this is really important with recruiting because people are attracted to people that they go, I want to do business with that person.
She gives such specific examples. When you're not allowing somebody to speak on a stage. Jessie Lee, stop throwing shade. That's yucky. I don't like that.
Does. That's all she does is throw
That's
shade.
gross.
I mean, could you
Look
imagine
at how great I am. Let me shade the people I'm making money off of.
Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna eat during this live. Please don't be mad.
Do your thing.
I like how Jessie Lee does business. I like how she handles things. I like the professionalism. I like the excellence. I like the consistency. I like. That's why core values are so important. Okay. The next way you can come up with these core values is analyze the past successes that you and your team have had. So examine times in your business when you've excelled and you had the best results. How? What values contributed to that success? Like stop for a second. This is definitely an assignment. Write this stuff out. What values contributed to that success? Was it consistency? Were you working harder than ever? Were you spending more time looking for diverse business partners? Were you running more calls than usual to do group settings, small group settings with people? What were those things? Maybe it was a customer service value that you know will attract people in your team for recruiting purposes because you have excellent customer service like no one else has experienced, which then led to excellent customer loyalty, which led to excellent retention and stability in the paychecks. You see what I'm trying to say there? This could be a core value. Customer centric could be a core value. Think outside the box with it.
Well, that's not really thinking outside the box. That's a standard set by the FTC.
None of it is outside the box. Like
None
of this is revolutionary. None of this you should have to pay for. She really duped all of these people, like big time. It's
ridiculous.
It's the most basic of basics. I swear. She didn't even put any effort into it, in my opinion.
Okay. Then I want you to evaluate critical decisions. So another way to help come up with core values is ask yourself, what significant decisions did we make in the past? Right? Because you want to be able to uncover some of the things you've done. Now, I know some of you are not as far along right now. You're newer in your business. You're like, I haven't made any critical decisions yet. Well, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Same thing with this next option for finding out your core values. I love when people ask people. So I already told you, sure, go to your core leadership and come up with these ideas together, your core leaders. But what if you sent out a surveymonkey.com? What if you sent out, what if you put a post in your Facebook group, or maybe you have some kind of way to text communicate with your entire organization or emails or something, and you just say, hey, I just want to send out a questionnaire to gather perspective on what you think about when you think of our team. I want you to give us some top values you think of when you think about our team. What attracted you to this team? What values of the team or of me as a leader? I know I'm talking fast. You guys know you get replays at this point, right? Did you see as being important to this business and attractive to you? That input that input from team members is so valuable because they're on the front line. They're directly contributing to your actual company culture, right? That's what this core value stuff is. This is a culture conversation. The culture conversation is really how you're going to recruit a lot of people. I'll give you just kind of an interesting, maybe not interesting, but an example. For years, we've done this thing on our team. Our team's called the Empire. Okay. So like, if you see like all these crowns and stuff like that, for years, I've done this crowns up.
Let's talk about that. Where did you get that from, Jessie Lee? It's not your idea.
Oh no, it's a sorority, like a national sorority has that hand signal.
Mm-hmm.
It's around.
Yeah. Isn't it a black sorority?
I don't think so. It's just
correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I thought
it's just a large national sorority. It's like Alpha.
Yeah. Is there anything she didn't steal? No.
Okay, great. That is a great question. I would love to know that too.
Right.
I would love.
And I'm saying no, in my opinion. Okay.
I agree.
The Zetas. Thank you so much. Unbelievable.
Actually from Phi Sigma Alpha, I think it is. It's a sorority. Maybe some of you are in Phi Sig. And it's their whole thing is crowns up. And I said, I want to adopt that because I want people.
You didn't adopt that. You stole it. If something is already existing and you just decide to take it, like what in the caucasity is happening here? That's just my opinion. I'm just unbelievable. You mean unbelievable? Hmm? Yeah, that's not adopting, that's stealing.
To come to the events with us and be able to take photos where they go crowns up. And so people ended up having this attachment actually to the company culture, and they started looking at the crown and the crowns up as, again, part of the overall team culture, which was cool. Okay,
Stop it. Are you for real? Phi Sig?
She's wrong. It's Zeta. It's the Zetas.
I know, but she's here's a perfect example of everything that we talk about. It's like you don't even know who you don't even credit
Also,
who you stole it from.
Is that the first time she's admitted it?
Yes, that's the first time I've heard it.
I was about to say that's the first time I've heard her admit that.
Yeah. Wow.
You'll be shocked sometimes. I had people for years who said, I really just joined the team because I wanted to be on the team that got to throw up a hand sign. I'm like, really? Okay. Like you don't even think sometimes about the kind of stuff that attracts people to the business, but I'm telling you, it's not necessarily just the beats and the drums. Sometimes it's these cultural, almost intangibles that you can't even really explain.
I'm sorry. What did she say? Sometimes it's not the beats and the drums that attract people to the culture. What are you talking about?
That is a weird phrase.
I mean, are you going to start using the word tribe too? Ew.
Is that making sense? Like, it's not always.
Sorry, friend. What'd you say?
I just did. She's working overtime to get all these words out. She's just saying stuff at this point. It's just pouring out.
It's ridiculous.
Just, oh, we have the most successful team, or we have the most six-figure earners, the most seven-figure earners, or fastest growing team. Sometimes it's just, we have core values of kindness. We have core values of empathy. I'm making stuff up, right? We have core values of being patient. We have core values of nobody gets left.
I'm making stuff up, but I'm going to give you the core values that herself and the leaders have put together. Also, empathy where, bro?
But also she's about to say nobody's left behind. However, she literally will block people and delete them out of groups if they're not doing what she says. Jesse, you're literally lying to everyone who's watching you right now. These are provable lies. We have shown how you do these things.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, sit down. Well, I guess you are sitting. Lay down.
The award goes to.
The award for the Shut Your Mouth award goes to Jesse Lee Ward for being
add that to yourself, Jesse Lee.
Shut your mouth. I know. She should put one of, I should send her a little plaque to put up there.
Left behind. Whatever this is for you, whatever resonates with you and your leadership, I want you to have those things written down. And I want you to observe what's going on in your daily team operations. How do you communicate? If great communication is a core value, how? Right? Pay attention to how team members interact, because the existing culture reflects the current values. So look for those patterns in the behaviors and decide what do we want to align with and what don't we want to. This is so big for recruiting. I don't even know how to explain this except for, especially as we are network marketers and many of you are inside the same company pitching the exact same business opportunity, you really need to think at a higher level sometimes, how am I going to be different? How is our team going to be different? Okay, then narrow it down. So prioritize and narrow down and refine. So you might end up having this huge list from that survey. Just narrow it down to almost, just a much more manageable number. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's 7, maybe you think it's 10, maybe you like.
When someone says, think at a higher level, is that a thing? Think about it.
That's a good question.
To think at a higher level, what does that mean?
I think it's the same kind of concept as when they say you want your team to duplicate. But the math and the statistics behind multi-level marketing shows that will never happen. But they're chasing it. So I feel like, think on a higher level is kind of one of those, I don't know if it's considered a thought-stopping cliche, but
yeah,
how do you measure that?
I feel like to think on a higher level, they're talking about you have to think better, like more professional or whatever. And I think something they do is they tie the idea of thinking, at a higher level with taking their courses. And the way to do that is to take your courses. I don't know.
Yeah. Buy the next thing, get to the next event. Don't listen to the haters, that whole thing. I feel like.
Yeah. Think at a higher level. And that is a good point. I do think it's a thought stopping thing. I've heard him say it several times, but I do think that's a good point that you said, like thought stopping, because it is like think at a higher level. You just said, don't listen to the haters. Well, that's definitely thinking at a higher level, but also a thought stopping technique.
Yeah. I love this combo.
Me too.
The idea of that whole list of words. Great. But I want you to prioritize them based off their significance and relevance. And then I want you to make sure your team knows what they are. So if you like the idea of 15 core values, the importance of core values is that everybody knows them and everybody's trying to live and abide by them inside their business. So if you have 15, 20 core values and you say, what's the team's mission statement? What are our core values? And people go, I know one is we work hard. I know one is we're not the same. I know one is we show up on time. I know one is we don't miss events. I don't remember, Jessie Lee. There's so many of them. Well, then we should probably reevaluate, right? It goes back to, well, I didn't talk to you about this yet, but in systems, I believe that systems only exist if people know them, people do them, and they work. It's the same as core values, and it's super important, if not more important. Okay. So in defining that, this is like tip 8 or something, defining those core values, clearly define them and what they mean. So if it's excellence, give a brief and understandable manner of what excellence is. And don't use jargon inside of your company. Don't use ambiguous language that people get lost on. Make sure it's like
you mean like generic training.
Says her. Don't use.
You mean like thought stopping cliches? Would that be considered jargon in your company?
Don't use. What did she say?
Jargon, or what was the other thing she said?
Oh no. Can we rewind?
Also, we're not the same is not a core value.
It's just, Erica, this is, the fluffery. That's kind of what I'm feeling.
Absolutely.
Avery, kind of want to create the branding now. You go, girl. Do it. Not the team's core values.
Oh my God. Imagine them chanting the core values at their event. I don't know if they do that because I think this was all put together after I left, but can you imagine? All right, everybody. We're now going to chant our team's core values. This is something we strive for. We want to be excellent every single day and show up in a really, really powerful way. And these are the standards that we hold ourselves to. And it's like, we don't look the same. What? We go to events. What? It's embarrassing. I can't.
And Provoke says, you speak Hun, JLW. That is an ambiguous language. I agree.
Indeed.
Oh, Brian, I was thinking it was Mary Kay. Old Mary Kay videos of chanting are creepy. Yeah.
Oh.
Turns out systems are just like core values.
Interesting. I'm going to use the facilities. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Yeah.
Anybody, whether it's someone who you think has the least education or somebody you think is the smartest person in the world, can easily explain these core values to people because, again, we're trying to recruit more people. Okay. And then as you have these core values, I need you to start repeating them constantly. They should be on the bottoms of trophies. They should be on the bottoms of awards. You should talk about them on each Zoom call. You should maybe highlight somebody on your team each week as an exemplary example. That was a mouthful. Exemplary example of those core values. And then when you do that, people are like, oh, so we have a core value of we work quickly. And we have Jana, who just joined last week, hit core rank. That is a great example of our core value of we work quickly. Can we please give some congratulations to Jana in the chat, right? So people see it actually happening. So we want to embed. And then when you're recruiting, you want to look for people with those core values. When you are, I know we don't promote people inside of network marketing, but if you promote somebody on your team, excuse me, I'd like literally hiccups, as an inside job or something like that, or someone who's allowed to lead a team call or make decisions or something like that, you can use those values as a basis for building the strong company culture, and you will recruit a lot more people if you have a strong company culture. Then your core values, it's very important you lead by example, because leaders embody those core values. Don't set a core value that you can't uphold yourself, okay? And then show that these values are not just words written on a paper. It's really principles that are guiding your daily operations. And then communicate regularly and reinforce these, okay? So maybe it's an award for it. Maybe it's how you explain that this is driving the team's success, etc. But you want to make sure you do this. I would say that it's a great idea to reevaluate your core values with that core team of leaders every, I'd say 6 months to a year. Make sure people are still in alignment. Maybe if you just had a huge influx of new people and your business is growing really quickly, you take that time to really slow it down and say, is this still what our team is known for? Is this still what we want our team to be known for?
Hi, Jake.
That was a lot, wasn't it? That was just core values. I know, guys.
That was a lot of literally freaking nothing. I mean,
Not a lot.
and I'm not just saying that because I'm anti-MLM and she's pro-MLM. Like, that was a lot of absolutely nothing.
There's a lot of word salad.
Word salad, yummy, yummy. Also, I know sometimes me eating bothers people, but we couldn't do another time and I'm hungry. So just a little
Fair.
But I wanted to go deep on this brand identity because I think sometimes when someone says core values, they don't take much time to explain it. And then
Jesse, why does it say authenticity matters, but yet you don't do that?
Why does it say authenticity matters, but then you have a whole separate persona called BOSSLEE?
That's freaky. That's the freaky deaky stuff, you know?
I'm just saying.
Can I get some ranch dressing for this salad? Word salad, yummy, yummy. Yeah, we should.
you get lost in the sauce. So I wanted to go into that because the brand is not just the color scheme. The brand is not just your Instagram handle. The brand is not just, a logo as an example. It's so much more. Okay, so now we're going to get into this uncovering strengths and unique selling points to help you recruit more. Okay, look, I've been talking and using language quite a bit over the last couple of days with everyone about a unique value proposition. And I want to spend some time with you going through this, okay? Because I know what we do as humans. Sorry, my watch was bothering me. I know what we do as humans is we compare ourselves. You might be looking at this challenge. Now at this point, there's almost 6,000 of us in here. Wowza, which is cool.
There's almost 6,000 of you, but this is a pre-recorded video.
Is this one pre-recorded too?
I think 3, 4, and 5 are pre-recorded. Everything except the VIP.
Stop.
I'm pretty sure. I need to verify, but I'm pretty sure.
That's wild.
Also, this is so weird how she said that. Talking and using language with you guys. And I'm like...
Yeah, correct. Me too.
So weird.
We'll keep joining to watch and watching replays. So hi, if you're watching live finally, or hey, if you're watching the replay, either way, I love you guys. I appreciate all you so much. The interesting thing about unique value prop.
She's interacting with people and it's pre-recorded.
Bruh.
Yeah, Marie said correct. So all of the, I want to call it generic training. I mean, all of her training is generic, but
Wait, for real?
the $17 training for that everybody is, she's saying, bought, the day 3, 4, and 5 were pre-recorded, which is fine. Just say that. So all the things that we're seeing her do.
I'm lying about it.
Yeah, exactly. But authenticity. Go off, sis.
Positions is that it doesn't matter if you're not the $1 million earners who's in here. And I know sometimes we get hard on ourselves and we think, oh my gosh, why would anybody join me when they could join XYZ? Just kind of fill in the blank. Okay.
Or just don't.
Why would someone join you when they could join someone who doesn't lie consistently, like constantly? Like, I think most people in MLMs do lie. Most people, not everybody.
Or just don't join an MLM.
But don't join. don't join. But if you are, don't join her. She's a well-known liar.
I feel like that's been well documented by this point.
Well documented. I even think that's an understatement at this point. Like, I think
Indeed.
it's been, I don't know what a better statement would be, but yes, correct. Agreed.
All of you are
this, and she said that it was 5,000 the last day.
She's just
Which number is it?
pulling numbers out of her booty at this point.
Clearly.
valuable. All of you have so much to give. And so
Yes, Rose, she is faking live interactions from what I can tell.
It's weird.
I want to talk a bit about this unique value proposition. All of us are business owners. Network marketers are business owners. Okay. We don't have time to talk about an LLC or anything like that, but you guys should have LLCs or maybe an S Corp, etc. Maybe we'll do a tax challenge.
If they're making enough money to justify having an LLC.
Correct.
Otherwise, it makes no sense.
Jessie Lee someday. I'm kidding, but I can help you guys out with that. I think, don't quote me on this. I think there might be a link in my bio. You can go look and see. You can book a free tax call just to hear some strategy that'll work for you.
You mean the one where you're an affiliate with, I'm pretty sure?
Yikes. The FTC called and said, hey, you're supposed to disclose that.
Huh.
Unbelievable.
If you're interested. But anyway, that's not what this is about. However, if you are a business owner like each of you is, you're probably always on the lookout for ways to increase your revenue, right? Top line revenue, meaning the sales of your team, the sales of yourself, etc. That's your revenue. Net profits are how much money you take home, okay? We're always trying to scale our operations. At least you should be. However, we're just in a crowded world. And I'm not talking network marketing. I'm saying it is a market full of similar offers. There are plenty of people selling business packages. There are tons of people selling protein shakes, tons of people selling makeup, tons of people selling jewelry, tons of people selling shampoos and greens and what, like there's always so much. So how can you make sure your business stands out from the competition? That's what I'm talking about when I talk about a unique value proposition. Okay. I want each of you, for investing with me, to understand that you can achieve goals in a record time and pay attention. I want to explore this with you. This could be the change that your business needs. Okay. So this is just.
Pay attention, everybody. Pay attention.
Write that down.
Write it down.
It's kind of a growth program. Okay. This is because I want you to learn how to tailor your business to be something that fits people's specific needs so that you know how to market, so that you know how to sell more, so that you know how to operate at a higher level, so that you know how to be more financially successful inside of the actual business. Okay. And here's the thing, your unique value proposition, it's not really that difficult. It's what makes you different. Okay. You want people thinking about you and going, I can't imagine joining anybody else. It's like if I talk about my platinum program, it's not just, oh yeah, you get coaching with Jessie Lee 2 times a month.
See, this is her pitching her platinum. That's like, I don't remember if it's 20 or 30,000. I think 20,000 was like early bird. Now it's 30,000 for the year. This is how she pitches. She kind of, listen, if I was going to talk to somebody that was looking into my platinum, this is what she does. These people are already spending money. Now she's pitching the new thing. It's what happened to like silver and gold? All of a sudden, those don't matter, I guess. You're just trying to,
Apparently not.
increase the cash grab, if you will.
She's got lots of bills to pay, Aaron.
Apparently. Look at this, JJ.
Anna, thank you. Anna says, Dora the Explorer has entered the chat. Backpack. Can you find the Emma JLW and her fake lives are same energy. Thanks, Anna. That's awesome. I love that. It was great.
Oh, she gave 20,000 to the boot camp people. I see. So she gave the people on the boot camp a discount, a $10,000 discount or something. That's crazy. Girl.
20. At first, I thought you typed that wrong. Because
No,
that's
20,000.
wow. What a discount.
Unreal.
Month, high level coaching. It's going to teach you how to scale a business, and it's really for the leaders. Some of you might be in for that. But what if I start saying things like, you get a one-on-one coaching call when you're with me for a year. You get access to me through text message. Would it be worth it for you if you got to text me personally? Would it be worth it to you if you had a community of like-minded people who also invested for a year?
Girl, we know the bank account's hurting. You've got to chill, though. You've got to chill.
I was not ready for that.
This is unbearable. Like, aren't you supposed to be teaching them something instead of trying to get them to buy your crap? This is ridiculous. They didn't pay to hear you market your stuff to them.
Ew. That's all I've got.
Would it be worth it for you if I introduced you to my multimillionaire friends? Maybe you need a great copywriter. Maybe you need a great operator. Maybe you need a top-level recruiter. Maybe you're looking for somebody in your business who can build websites. Maybe you're looking for somebody who has been a corporate member, who has negotiated deals before that have had exits of nine-figure exits. Maybe you're looking for a billionaire who can help you, who's looking to raise some equity. Maybe you're looking for the person to dump some capital in because you have an extra $50,000 sitting around and you want to start investing in real estate. Maybe, like, I'm giving you all these things. You see what I'm doing? You also get access. Like, I'm going through all of the things that make it unique to be a platinum with Jessie Lee, for it to be in my top level coaching. I'm going through it. So at the end of me saying something, you go, what am I doing? I have to be in that. If I go, I'm throwing in gold for free for the entire year. You get to every single one of those calls for free just because you're part of platinum. Plus you get your own calls, 100% for frfree, right? Like,
why are you still talking about this? Stop. This is a training.
Wasn't the topic supposed to be branding?
Yeah. Like, girl, please. So she's like trying to act like she's branding, but essentially she's just marketing her entire thing to them. Stop.
Agreed.
Teach them how to do it. You're just there's a difference between showing, like, listen to me tell my branding stuff, versus like actually giving them stuff that they can act on, like learn, educate. Like, this is just her trying to get them to buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
what if I say you get all the replays when you join for a year, for gold and for platinum?
JJ.
I'm just adding so much unique value proposition that people go, what am I doing? This is a no-brainer. I have one-on-one access to the #1 network marketer in the world who also owns traditional businesses, who also is an angel investor in 14, 15, maybe 16, I don't know, companies now, who also has brick and mortar stores as well, who also has real estate, who also has, does crypto, who also has stocks, who also has funds, it's so much more than just, oh, you're my platinum coaching client. It becomes downright irresistible. You should be drooling by the time I'm done talking about it, right? You should be like those memes are, okay? So how does this work?
This feels so desperate, doesn't it?
100%, I agree. I'm feeling
you should be. Sorry, I'm uncomfortable with her saying you should be drooling.
That's a weird vibe. I didn't like that.
Oh my God, MLM Shark Tank.
Oh, that was funny.
Wild. So how does this work? And she's, you just arrange your $20,000 payment and you can pay monthly if you want. Oh God, here we go.
Oh, jeez.
Brace yourself.
You need to assess your business. You need to slow down and ask yourself to identify the places in your business that need improvement. If you want to recruit more people, you need to talk about, how do I get a little bit better? Where are the parts of my business that are really good that I can talk about? Where are the parts of my business that I need to improve a little bit, right? Very simple, very easy, okay? Maybe it's the library of resources that you have now. Maybe you have accountability check-ins that you didn't have before. Like I have that inside Platinum too, now that I think about it, right? Weekly coaching calls, all this stuff, right? What are the things that you can make better so that you can make it unique? Then you're going to focus on the implementation of it. It's not all about just new strategies for unique value proposition. It's about how have you put these things into action? How have you gotten people results? So then I can talk about things like I can give testimonial examples, or I can say, go watch the videos, or I can say, go look at the videos from Mastery. Go look at the people that are in Platinum. Go see the people that are making $1 million plus a year with me now that they're in Platinum. The people that are speaking on stages now, or the people that I've helped put together.
She's still talking about Platinum. She's not talking about branding.
Also, 100% correct. And I need her to stop. And if there are people making $1 million a year now with your stuff, why isn't your downline? Why is no one in your downline profiting $1 million a year?
It's interesting.
That's an interesting question for me that I have.
Indeed.
Huh.
Their coaching programs for them that are making, $30,000, $50,000, $60,000 a month, right? All of these different things. I'm talking about that. And the value maybe is Jessie Lee holds you accountable, right? Jessie Lee helps you overcome the obstacles along the way. Well, switch Jessie Lee with you. How are you different? What's your unique? Hey, there's some coaches who are too busy to help. There's some coaches who never show up. There's some coaches you can't reach out to. There's some coaches that basically they show up when they feel like it. Not me, right? You keep showing the importance of creating these.
The irony of her saying that while simultaneously acting like we're doing a live video when it's a recorded video is just so good. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Indeed. It's Jessie Lee
Systems
versus Jessie Lee.
Yes, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
These processes and what makes you stand out so you can sustain the growth over time. Okay. So all of these little, like I said, unique things about you, this kind of stuff, if you look at it from the recruiting perspective, it's just about what makes you a bad mama jamma.
Yes,
use data, validate the points, right?
Use data?
Oh, she's not ready.
She only likes that when it's the data she wants to show, but not when it's the data we show.
What data is she talking about?
Jessie. Kojo, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Kojo says, it's ironic that she teaches people to be unique when her entire downline mirrors her language, body language, and delivery style. 100% accurate.
That part.
Absolutely. And it's funny because I just watched a video of Brittany Anderson today and same thing.
I don't think Brittany Anderson took a breath in that entire video.
Not a single one. Not one.
Wild.
Calls to action, use urgency. All of you can do this. This is not that difficult. It's just too many people don't understand that you're allowed to brag about yourself a little bit. You are the person that people are looking for. You are the resource. You are the person. And it's not about who is the best. It's about who's willing to portray themselves as the best, who becomes the best, especially network marketing. I told you many times now, I was a top recruiter in my company my very first year with a broken down, busted car, with living in a room in a basement before I moved into a room over a garage. I haven't told you guys that part of the story yet. Good Lord. It was dusty for a while, my friends. But I recruited the way that I recruited because I was telling those stories and my unique value was so much along the lines of here's what I can offer for you that nobody else can offer for you. And so that's where you need to start thinking in your mind as you craft your pitches. Okay, cool. Good stuff. All right, let's rock and.
Yes, Sila. She said, portray yourself as the best. So lie, because that's what she does. She's like, until you're actually there. So portray yourself as the best until you actually hit it. Okay. Yeah, no, that checks out.
Let's go back to our presentation. Actually, I don't really have to yet. Well, whatever. I like sharing the presentation. I think it looks good. Okay. We've chatted about this a lot, but this authenticity matters and your consistent messaging matters. All that really means is that I want you to be so real about who you are. I want you to be yourself 100% of the time. If you're trying to be somebody else, if you're trying to be me, if you're trying to be, literally anybody except for yourself, you're absolutely going to screw yourself over in this. You're not going to be a top recruiter if you're trying to mimic other people, if you're copying and pasting other people's statuses, if you're actually, hold on. Something I see a lot of people do, and I want you not to do this, is I see people go to whoever number one is in their company. And what they do is they mimic everything the person does.
I cannot.
I don't know what to say. I paused it because I feel like I need to say something. What did we just hear?
Oh my God.
Like, this is iconic. This is such an iconic Jessie Lee moment because every single one in her downline is trying to be a replica of her. It is so iconic that she just said that.
Didn't she say something about showing up as who you are or something? And I'm like, okay, but you have an alter ego. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Iconic. Love it. Love it.
So it's like monkey see, monkey do. And the big problem with a monkey see, monkey do kind of mindset around recruiting is that it doesn't fit inside your niche. It doesn't fit inside your brand.
Yes,
so just because I post something maybe about traveling or about going to events or, going to cancer treatment or something like that, wouldn't it be awkward if you basically copied and pasted the same thing and just filled in the blanks with your story? The answer is yes.
I'm sorry, that was loud. Wait, I need
what
you
is
to hear that.
happening?
I need you to hear that one more time.
See, monkey do. And the big problem with a monkey see, monkey do kind of mindset around recruiting is that it doesn't fit inside your niche. It doesn't fit inside your brand. So just because I post something maybe about traveling or about going to events or, going to cancer treatment or something like that, wouldn't it be awkward if you basically copied and pasted the same thing and just filled in the blanks with your story?
Then why do they all share the same stuff?
What is she saying?
This is
What is she
terrible.
saying? I think there have been probably 24 people, separate people, including you and I, that have shown this exact thing. Oh my gosh. Whit James, thank you so much for the super chat. $10. That is so nice. Whit James said, did she have someone do her homework and tests in college? How can you make a presentable PowerPoint? How can you not make a presentable PowerPoint? I'm 2 years older than her and used PowerPoint all the time for my psych degree. Listen, DC really let us know. It's a mess.
She really did.
Oh gosh, we've entered the twilight zone. I feel that right here, right now. It's weird. It's a weird thing. It's an iconic moment for Jessie Lee. And it's funny because I'm pretty sure she's taught people to do that.
Mm-hmm.
As Aaron would know.
I can confirm that is accurate.
I thought you would know. Everyone had colored hair.
Yeah.
Because Jessie
That's the reason that I did not color my hair anything but blonde for almost 2 years, was because I was just like, I can't. But now here we are. I get it. I understand.
Also, everyone starts the same way. It's like,
oh my God. And it's excessive. Brittany Anderson does that. It's like, I don't want to do it because my shoulders and my biceps are kind of sore today. But
she does this so hard she can become an air conditioner.
And she's out of breath the whole time. And I remember when I was the same way. I would be out of breath. I'd be yelling and screaming. I was overly energetic because I was trying to seem like I was super excited about it. Oh, God. It's exhausting just thinking about it.
Yeah, I believe it. It looks exhausting. And Kojo said, DC's PowerPoint rage is my little favorite. It's so good. It is so good.
Do it, Mackenzie.
Yes, I was just reading that. Dye your hair.
Do it.
It has to be, every set has to be super exhausting. I could never save.
Yeah. I mean, you're out of breath. You're overly energetic, trying to be super excited about it so that it comes through on a video. You can tell when I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't have to be overly excited for you guys to tell that I'm excited, And so it's just the overselling that we see a lot, and from specifically MLMers. And I just remember I would hit the end video and I'd be like, oh, because it was just so over the top.
Yes, absolutely.
You did that too, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, it's just, you sleep well after that.
Seriously.
You just need to sit down for a little while. It's so exhausting. You have to portray yourself a certain way.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't imagine, Aaron, that you had to do that like that.
Yeah, it's gross.
Pam
I apologize to anybody that watched it.
You've already done that. You don't need to do that. You already done that. Pam said, I hate she's using her cancer in this presentation as well. I'm going to agree.
Me too.
The answer is yes. It's weird. So
Agreed.
a lot of
It
people,
is
I
weird.
think, get kind of tempted to do that. I want to tempt you to go the other direction, and definitely don't do that. Okay. Be super.
I have to share this real quick. I love this so much. I really, really, really want to work with Cara Color because I use their products all the time. So I love the purple. I think you should do it. I love that you're using Cara Color. And the emerald, absolutely yes. Yeah, the purple and emerald. The hot pink is really intense as well. So love that. I just had to share that because I love that product.
Awesome. No, that's great. They should have you as an affiliate. Emily said, I finally managed to catch a live whilst it's happening. Welcome. We're so glad that you're here.
Yeah.
I would back up about 10 minutes and experience the iconic moment, but you know what? You can always go back later. All right.
Thanks, Is it Mina? Did I say her name right?
Mina Morgul, yeah.
Thank you. I started doing makeup. I got ready early today, and you know how you start putting eyeshadow on, and then it's like, I'm gonna put a little bit more on. I'm gonna put a little bit more on. I'm gonna now put this color, and then all of a sudden, here you are with a, smoky looking eye on a Thursday afternoon.
Yes. Right.
But thank you. I appreciate it.
And it looks good.
Thanks, bestie.
For real, please. It might be bumpy and stumbling over whatever, but it's going to be worth it. And we're talking about storytelling in just a second. But this is where this next part comes, this embracing of your story. You guys, I'm so glad somebody said this to me. I think it was Eric Worre, actually. He said, the interesting thing about network marketing is people love to embellish stuff when all along the truth was good enough. And so,
says the embellisher that's scratching her head in an odd place, in my opinion.
Why are you saying this stuff, JulieJo? I can literally bring up the entire Colombia trip right now. I could show you the whole video. I could show you everything, and it will show you as an embellished liar or a kidnapping weirdo.
I can't. Also, wait. But JJ, if you bring up Colombia, were you there?
You know what, bitch? Yes, I was. Sit down, Jesse. Shut your mouth. I already gave you that word.
Oh my God. I think Eric says the truth is or is it Eric or is it Brian Underwood? That the truth is undefeated. And if it's Brian Underwood, it's really ironic that it's coming from Brian Underwood because of the skeletons in that man's closet, in my opinion, allegedly.
Hashtag embellishly.
Oh my God.
She promotes storytelling, though. She promotes that as storytelling. Yeah, apparently. Kidnapping
weirdo. We read it at the same time. Y'all are amazing.
my story, though I've over the years added more details to it, it has always remained the same. Okay. You're not going to find anything where my story is different. You might hear some parts of it that I have elaborated on because I've become more open and authentic and comfortable.
Hey, JulieJo, did you know that omitting parts of your story is also lying? You're lying by omitting parts of your story. Okay, write that down.
It's this is it. This is wild. For like omitted details. Yes, like okay, this is how I feel. Where did it go? Claire said, is she
my bad.
Oh, it's okay. Claire said, is she really saying this? That's how I feel. Anyone else? I feel like so many people feel that way.
I feel like that every time we cover her. I'm like, does she not understand that all of this can be fact checked? Also, that was probably my favorite part of the Jane Marie podcast interview that she was streaming that JulieJo was streaming on her Facebook page.
Yeah.
Because she was like, who's going to fact check? We are, using your videos and your posts.
It's so good. And you know what's funny? She's probably the most covered MLMer ever. She is definitely the most covered one. And she is the most exposed one for being a liar.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Rita, my story never changed, except all the time.
Except every time I open my mouth. It's fine. Unreal.
Delululi.
That's funny.
with me and where I came from in my story over the years, especially as I shared online. But so many people, it's like, I'm not going to say who this person is, obviously. I'm not going to use any names. But there's somebody that she's made millions of dollars, probably $10 million, maybe more in network marketing. She's a top recruiter. She's a top leader.
Oh my God, this is going to be shade. I'm calling it now.
Oh, yeah. You could tell she's prepping it for shade.
Who is somebody that's made, she said roughly 10 million?
Top leader, top recruiter. In MLM, we don't know what MLM though.
Let's find out. Let's see if we can figure it out.
I don't really know if she's really building anymore, but I remember she would tell these stories about how when she started, she was a single mom who was really struggling and they had no money. They had nothing. And I remember watching her post a story or post a post on her wall. And I guess it had actually been part of a presentation at a very large business conference. And she's talking about, yeah, this is a photo from right before when I started my network marketing business. And you can tell we were really struggling. Like we had nothing. And she's holding 3 children of hers on her lap. They were pretty young at the time. And she's talking about this struggle, how she never had anything or any influence or any support or any money. And in the photo, not only does she look stunning, which is fine. You can be stunning and broke, been there. But she has a Cartier watch on and then like bangled jewelry, like bangled Cartier jewelry. And I don't know if you know, but those love bracelets, I have one. I mean, I have one with a diamond, so maybe mine's a little more or something, but those are thousands of dollars. A Cartier watch is thousands and thousands of dollars. And I remember thinking to myself, like, the truth is good enough. You don't have to have a rags to riches story to make it in network marketing. You could have a story like Megan George was sharing where, you know, she wasn't broke, but they didn't have money to go afford IVF. The network marketing business allowed her these extras, right? It's allowed her to be a stay-at-home mom, right? But then you also hear stories like Kelsey's the other day, where Kelsey's talking about she literally was in jail. She's telling stories about being arrested, looking at 90 years to life, right?
Yeah, and you know who recruited Kelsey? I think it's her aunt that also did jail time. Talk about being preyed on.
100%.
Also, I wonder how her and Kelsey are getting along right now, because she kept throwing shade in the VIP training about OnlyFans. Kelsey Ray does OnlyFans. No shade against that. Do your thing, you know.
She kept doing shade at it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was like, why do you have to post stuff in your booty shorts? And I'm like, do you know how many times we've seen pictures of Jessie Lee's crotch in shorts in her stories?
So many crotch shots.
Like, you're going to shade somebody for wearing booty shorts, and you're going to shade somebody for wanting to become like an OnlyFans coach, which I think is ridiculous. That's just my opinion. But, you know, do your thing. But,
yeah.
Oh, it's not the main thing.
Yeah.
So she's going to throw shade.
Yeah,
Kelsey Ray.
To life because of attempted murder and like robbery and stuff. Anyway.
Wild. Yeah, a coffee enema live. You're going to shade somebody in booty shorts.
You were putting coffee down your booty hole live.
Or up your booty hole?
Does she have to have her butt in the air though for it to go in? Maybe not. I don't even want to
coffee emoji.
I don't want
to need you
too much though, you know.
Yeah.
Turned her whole life around, rehabilitated herself completely, and used this profession as something to do that. You don't have to have any kind of crazy story. Your story matters, and you have to embrace it. And if you want to be a top recruiter, something somebody told me a long time ago, and I love it, and I have to share with you, is you can never tell your story too much. And when you feel like you're telling your story too much, that's right when you're starting to tell it enough. Because it's really powerful how many times I can say, I started in this business. I needed $300 a month to pay rent. I was renting a room in a basement. And the reason I started my business
Goes up to Clown Town, everybody.
This is because my rent was getting increased by $300 a month. I said, what am I supposed to do? Go to my job tomorrow and tell them I want a $300 a month raise? It's not going to happen. And the person I was renting the room in the basement from said, I don't know, maybe you should start an at-home business.
You're talking about your mom. Your mom said that you had to come up with paying $300 a month, allegedly, You lived in the basement of your mom's house. Why can't you just tell the whole story? This is a perfect example. Why has the story changed? It doesn't need to change. If the truth is good enough, why not just say I lived in my mom's house while I was going to college? I think that's a very normal thing. Why does that have to be omitted? It's weird, especially because when she started telling it, she talked about living in her mom's basement. But then as time progressed, she took that part out. And it's like, well, if you took that part out of that story, one, why? Because that's weird. But two, what else are you leaving out? It's weird. I want to hear it.
On why she becomes so broad about certain things. You know, like she doesn't say her mom. She just like says like a friend or somebody. Because she can put in whoever she wants there in any situation. She can like change she has the basis of her story, but she takes certain people out of it and just leaves like a blank so that she can fill it in with whatever. You know, like let's say she's talking to someone on the phone about what she does or whatever. She can just fill in whatever she needs to fill in.
Yeah, it makes sense. I have something in my eye. I'll be right back. Good Lord.
Also, that's just a theory, but I don't know. Is Auntie Lushy still here, Jessica? I want to make you a mod, but I can't find you. Anywho, how's everybody doing? Do y'all want to press play? Wait, what did Anna Watson say? But were you there in the basement? That I'll say no to. That I was not there. I wasn't there. It's true. I'm her mom. Erica. Oh yeah, Brian. She takes notes of her audience. Absolutely. Marissa said, I think she keeps it broad so she can cast a wider net. Yes. Yes. Let's see. That's what I was going to say when I started watching JLW stuff. The story was her mom's basement. Yes, it absolutely was. Abby said, if she's broad too, oh yeah, there we go. If she's broad too, she can backpedal more easily. 100%. Absolutely, she can. At one point in the boot camp, she says her story never changed. I screamed. Yes, she sure did. She like just said that a second ago. And it's one of those things where you feel like it has to be satirical, right? But it's not. I know, me too, Tara. I want to know if she was shading so bad.
I know, me too.
And I Googled at-home businesses that make the most money, and I joined the first company that popped up. I did no research, and none of y'all pitched me. Recruiting tip number 1.
Yeah, we know you don't do any research.
Yeah, that's apparent.
Exhibit A, the Jane Marie, the Dream podcast. Yeah.
Don't judge anybody. Can you imagine if you recruited me?
So good.
Hello. Could have been life-changing for you, but none of you invited me to your event. None of you invited me to your party. None of you invited me to your Facebook, whatever.
Stop taking your weird emotions that you're having about other things out on people who bought your course to be in it and watch you train.
Oh my God, that's a soundbite. That is a soundbite right there.
It's just so unbearable. Like, these people paid to listen to you, educate them, and you're taking your weird emotions that you have about other stuff and putting it onto them. Stop. Weird. Kidnapping weirdo. You know what I mean?
None of you invited me to check out a webinar. None of you invited me to a freeconferencecall.com in 2011. Invite everyone, judge no one. I don't care, guys. I don't want to tangent now, but I remember people used to say, oh, I don't want to, talk to the people with the Cadillac about this opportunity. I don't want to talk to the people about the fancy house, the fancy car, the fancy this. It's like, for all you know, that BMW sitting in their driveway has no gas. For all you know, that house is about to foreclose. For all you know, that wife is trying to leave a really toxic marriage and is trying to figure out how to make some extra money. For all you know, they are months and months and months behind on everything. You don't know. For all you know, somebody just got a really serious diagnosis that's going to cost them $50,000 a month to survive. And they could really use something like this.
I bet that's a very real example she just gave.
Jesse, I know you're talking about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Leave your cancer out of business.
Mm.
And you know what? Don't use your cancer to get people to join your team. That's flipping weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I stand strong on that. Do not use your cancer diagnosis or whatever to try to Build your MLM business. I feel the same way when someone uses their children to do it, or when someone uses their spouse, or when someone uses whatever. Don't do it. It's really shitty and grody. You're grody. Not your cancer, just you.
Your tactics, they're gross. We don't like it.
Nasty. Nasty. I thought I pressed play. Did we both press play? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we did. You
Don't
go ahead.
ever prejudge. Prejudging is a great way to ruin your business. But embrace your story. People connect through stories. People love when I tell stories. You like when I tell funny stories. You like when I tell serious stories. You like when I tell my story of when I started. You like when I tell my stories of going to events and feeling like a weirdo. You like all of it, right?
Your Columbia one's my favorite. That's the best story you've ever told.
It is the best story. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. Uh-huh.
If people love your stories, why do you delete some of your videos though? Why did you delete the balcony one?
Ooh.
Why did you?
The two most significant ones are that balcony one you just said and the Columbia.
Indeed.
Columbia trip and the balcony.
Yeah. Why did you delete the Columbia one too?
That's a good question. Don't worry though. Don't worry, everybody.
Wild.
I think you do. If you don't, fine, right? I think that stories are just so important because it allows people to connect at a soul level. And so this art of storytelling, I kind of want to go into quite a bit deeper, actually, because I just think it's
So she's saying she's storytelling, right, about her Columbia thing, and now she's going to talk about storytelling. So let's see what she says about it.
I
Y'all
can't
excited?
wait.
This might really solidify the whole Columbia thing.
It'll be a soundbite, I guarantee you.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Important. Okay. So if you want to recruit people into your business more, tell great stories because the stories make a significant impact on the decision-making process. They just do because people don't forget stories.
Indeed.
Never, ever, ever, ever. Mr. Ranger Lab, the doggy face, said, JulieJo, which Columbia version is your favorite though? My favorite Columbia version is the one that where this isn't the one that is true. But it's the version of her lying about most everything just to try to make a good story, because that means those people actually weren't in a bad situation.
Was she in the white button-up shirt in that video? Do you remember? Because I bet she was.
TikTok?
Yeah, the one that you're talking about.
Where she's just a storyteller.
She was like, it was storytelling, you guys.
Yeah, she was. The one that I like filled in the gaps for.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was fun.
That was a good one.
Yeah. And it was easy.
Yeah.
Easy edit.
Indeed.
If you want to know how I got my first booking,
yeah,
I went to work the next day. I bought the pack. I went to work the next day.
Asked a coworker.
And I worked in a pathology lab. I was a research assistant in Thurmont, Maryland. Any Marylanders on here?
Girl, move on.
Texas now.
Okay, but the irony of her saying she was a research assistant in a lab. Come on.
Who else worked in a lab, apparently, allegedly, or says she did, is Lair Leitner.
Oh, stop.
And that she was told about vaccines by someone in the lab, and that's when she became this freak. Well, if you don't know her, just trust me when I say,
oh my God.
Freak. Scary.
That's wild.
Anywho.
You know who else used to work in a lab?
And my best friend. Any Marylanders here? Pre-recorded video.
Shelby.
It's true. It's pre-recorded. Oh,
unreal.
So funny.
I go to work the next day and I go through the entire top level of the lab, right? And I just ask everyone, hey, would you like to check out some products? Would you host a party for me? No. I think I was the fastest person to get 16 no's in the history of the world. By the time I get to the bottom of the lab, I'm going downstairs in the bottom of the lab. Everyone, no. I'm talking all scientists. No. I get to the very end. At the very end, there's a guy named Justin. And I said, Justin, I know you're not going to host an event for me, but do you know somebody that would?
How would Justin host a party for you in slumber parties when men were not allowed at the party? Explain that one.
Girl, who is it going to be in your next version of it?
I can't with this.
Please. I probably did blink at him like that, like, please, dear God. And he said, my girlfriend might. And I felt like Jim Carrey, you know, in Dumb and Dumber when he's like, so you're telling me it's a maybe? You're telling me I have a chance? Okay, 1 in a million. You're telling me I got a chance? And she did book. And my first party was with a lady named Jody in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. This is in January 2011. I will never forget you, Jody. January 17th, 2011. I stumbled over every line. I tripped over every word. I had products and I would tape on the back the product descriptions.
On purpose? She admitted yesterday she does that on purpose. Or
Indeed, she did. That's a good catch, bestie.
Thanks. I might have been sleepy yesterday, but I was hearing it. I was hearing it all. I might have fallen asleep for 1 second and you woke me up, but I was listening.
Listen, that was a fun live stream yesterday.
So
if
fun.
y'all were on that live stream on my channel yesterday, did you guys have fun? I mean, yes, we were debunking stuff, but like, did y'all have fun?
It's always fun to especially debunk Jessie. I don't know. I always have fun normally.
It's so ridiculous.
Like,
she's got so many holes in her story. It's starting to look like Swiss cheese.
It's like satirical. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
It's like, how does she uphold that without a little giggle? You see this top? It's red. It's red.
That reminds me of the movie Liar Liar when he's doing the blue or red pen. And he's like, and I can't remember which one it was, but like, and then he has it written all over. And he's trying to convince himself that what he's saying, like he's trying to lie, essentially. It just makes me laugh, that comment.
So so you're saying there's a chance, so simple, but MLM will always complicate and word salad. Yeah, absolutely. It will.
So I could read it. That's how bad I was. I didn't know what I was doing, but I'm telling you what, I was excited.
Wait, hang on a second. I just thought of something else.
Mm-hmm.
How could she have been terrible at that if she is the best at everything? She was the best waitress. She was the best research assistant. I don't know if she said that, but she's talked before about how she's good at everything. She's the best at everything. But here she is telling us, I was terrible. So which is it?
Well, it's whatever fits her narrative at the moment.
Okay, that tracks.
Seems like.
Excited. And the crazy thing about that first yes is that every single
SKNP Sherry, email me now, please. Oh my God. Or later. I've been working on this insane video about Lair Lightner and I just need help.
It's a lot, I'm sure.
I'm trying to put pieces together that aren't fitting appropriately. So I can't put them together. But
clearly she has holes in her story as well.
Sherry, if you could be so kind as to one day eventually email me, it doesn't have to be now.
Email me now.
I would greatly appreciate it. My email, I will put it right here, but it's also in every video description. IamJulieJo@gmail.com. Why did I make it IamJulieJo? I have no idea, but that's what it is. Thank you so much. We will move on.
Single drop of success of the millions and millions of dollars I have made in the network marketing profession all leads back to Jody, all leads back to Justin in the bottom of the pathology lab. After 16 no's, I got a maybe. The maybe turned into a yes. The yes turned into this absolute empire dynasty that I've created inside of network marketing.
Dynasty. I don't like that.
That's pretty cool, right?
Mm-mm.
Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. That's the art of storytelling, right? You can captivate people. I don't ever forget that, right? So here's some.
Probably
Andrea coming in hot. That would make sense because they were pre-recorded. Yeah.
Maybe she's used them before.
Interesting. I don't know.
Maybe not.
It's very interesting. That's a very good point. I mean, we don't know, but.
Yeah, Carolyn, this is true. I'm a few seconds behind, but once she said she was a research assistant, got fired because she's trying to make the point that anyone can be great when they're motivated. Who knows with her at this point?
Wild.
She said that 1,000 times, and she's also said she's amazing. It's so wild to watch her kind of talk this out.
I'm sure we can. I mean, her own brother that I guess she doesn't have a relationship with is
We are going
talking.
to talk about her brother posted a Twitter thread. I'm not calling it X. Screw that.
I call it Twitter still.
Yeah, because it is.
Why?
Elon Musk did the worst thing he could have done, which is change it from Twitter, because Twitter is one of the best on social media. Whatever. I'm moving past it. So we have his Twitter thread, by the way, that we're going to show y'all later on. And it's kind of wild. Okay.
Tips on
Yeah.
and effectively telling a good story. Write these things down. This will help you with recruiting. Number one, know your audience. Okay. So if you have been attracting people inside of the right niche with your brand, you should know who you're talking to. You should have a pretty good idea of what their interests are. You should have a pretty good idea of, their aspirations or what kind of drives them, right? So tailor your story to resonate with them. Highlight aspects of your business that align with those values, align with their personal goals. So example, if you are telling a story and you're around people that are seeking opportunities for growth and development, well, then emphasize your company's commitment to team training, your company's commitment to learning, your company's commitment to growth, your company's commitment to advancing people, right? Your company's commitment to never settling, your company's commitment to there's no glass ceiling, your company's commitment to the limit doesn't exist. You're speaking to.
That was for Mean Girls. Also, why are you saying stuff that everyone in this knows? They paid for you to say what they've heard 1,000 times before. As our gods just became a member. What is it? What is it? What is it? Was it?
The Careless Whisper song?
Yeah, play it.
You gotta do the yeehaw.
Yeah!
I love that. I love it.
Gods is a new member. Yeehaw!
It makes sense. You're in Texas. I love it.
We love all new members, and you get a donut by your name, which is fun.
Who doesn't love donuts?
And videos early, and sometimes we do some members only lives. And yeah, it's fun. Welcome. Yeehaw. All right.
People will then know your audience and talk to them like that. Okay. The second part is to emphasize the purpose and the mission. So every single successful business has a clear purpose and mission. We just talked about core values a half hour ago. So share the story. Oh my gosh, guys, so many of you don't share your story of how you started. You don't share the story of how your company started. You don't let people know about how your company maybe is debt free or your company is 25 years in business or any of these things. You need to tell people about the problems your company wants to solve, right? People will do more business with you if they know that there's something coming, right? Meaning like something that's a bigger impact. Why do you think charities get people?
Thank you, Whit. Thank you, Ashley, so much for the super chat. Thank you, Whit, so much for the super chat. Y'all are so generous. Whit says, where's the training, though, for this live? That's the question. We're over halfway through the video, and I don't know when it starts. Fun fact.
People to raise so much money. Well, charities get people to raise so much money because they're telling the stories of the problems that they aim to solve.
Once I know how to do emojis, sure.
Oh, I'll help you.
Who?
I can help you with that. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Solve around the world, right? So then the positive impact. Like one of my favorite things, just so you know, about network marketing is not even what we do as network marketers, because especially as top network marketers, my gosh, we make a lot of money, right? But when I think about days when I don't feel like doing my business, or I don't feel like showing up for the team, or I don't feel like, doing a training call, or I don't feel like doing the accelerator, or I don't feel like doing this 5-day challenge because it's day 4 and I'm tired or whatever it is. Like I think about these things, guys. And what I want you to actually think about, sorry, I've got ice on my hip. You guys know I've got like these crazy issues right now. I'm just moving my ice. I think about the people whose lives are impacted because I show up in my business. My company employs over 1,000 people. If I keep selling, I get more people jobs. If I keep recruiting, more people get jobs. If I keep doing what I do, real people around this, I live in the DFW, right? Around here in this Texas area, real people just like you and me get to put food on their tables because I said yes to network marketing, because I decided to build it. And so on days when I feel like quitting, I think about that. So part of my mission is making sure that there's more people that get jobs, more people in the community have more to their life, more people are being fulfilled, more than just the business being just a business where we're making money. I think about that a lot. Next step is that great storytellers use personal stories. Okay. Storytelling becomes way more engaging. Recruiting becomes a lot easier when you incorporate real stories and real life examples. Right? So share the stories of the team members who have experienced growth. Tell people the stories of how you've overcome challenges, right? I love telling the stories of when I was new in business and I just broke every rule. I was absolute ignorance on fire. I broke every policy and procedure, not on purpose. I was just excited, right? I did get a call from the company one day, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just having fun and making money. They're like, yeah, but you're breaking a lot of rules. I'm like, whoopsies. Okay. So I've overcome challenges. I've been terminated before and I talk about it. I've had hardships where I switched companies because I went from direct sales to network marketing and it was difficult and I had challenges with it.
I'm sorry, you switched companies? Remember we talked about lying by omission?
Direct sales and network marketing are practically the same thing in this instance.
They are, yes. But you notice how she's just tweaking that, leaving some key details out.
Yeah, just enough to where it's an absolute lie.
We switched companies, no big deal. Yeah, the bridge contract that we all have from you joining Mode Air says otherwise. Allegedly.
Let's see. Babe, you got to learn to lie better. This is embarrassing. I am feeling embarrassment. I don't enjoy it.
It's very embarrassing.
I've told stories about being defamed on the internet before. I have all of this, but these are
defamed, babe.
How? Using your own words?
I would love to know who defamed her. That'd be so great.
Oh my God. She's probably talking about Chelsea because she sent her a cease and desist like years back, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I bet that's what she's talking about.
She never sent one out since then, though.
No, it didn't work well.
Yeah, because
it didn't work well for her.
It's embarrassing for her, to be honest, because there's no grounds.
Oh my God.
I know. The clown says defamed. I know. How do you?
I don't understand how she can say that she was defamed when we are reacting to her videos and the words coming out of her mouth.
She's not. She can't be. She
Guess
just
what?
can't do it.
We don't, and we don't have to be in the same room. We don't have to be there in order to do that.
It's like I don't have to do the drugs to know that they're bad for me.
That part.
That makes no sense. Also, how do you become a member? I have an easy way to do it. There's a link at the top of all of my video descriptions. So you could just click that link. It works best on desktop, I will say, or like
it's easier.
Laptop. It's easier, but you can do it through the Safari app too on your Apple phone, and it works well with Android too. All right.
Authentic experiences. These are real anecdotes that have happened truly to me that honestly just provide more credibility for me. It makes people that are looking at me go, Jessie Lee has gone through a lot and she continues to grow. Well, if she's continuing to grow and she's not stressed out and she's pushing forward, I think she could be the coach for me. And so how can you show that through your use of telling personal stories? Mm-hmm. Stories are great when they highlight the company culture because culture plays a crucial role in attracting top talent. If you paint the vivid picture of what your company's culture is like, of what your company's values are, and what the core values of your company are, what the work environment is like, what the team is like, is there camaraderie, is there community, what are the team dynamics, what do the team Zoom calls look like? Do you have spirit weeks for your team? Do you have amazing incentives that people get to run for? Does your company have great?
You know what's wild about this is these are all things that she does within the empire. So even though she says she's not going to pitch people on, she's not going to recruit people, what she's doing right here is in a roundabout way, pitching her team, pitching the empire. 100%. Whether she realizes it or not, I don't know. That's what she's doing here. And I can tell you what the Zooms are like, at least at the time that I was in. They're not that different than what we see here. A lot of stories about herself, a lot of throwing team members under the bus. Nobody's missing anything. I can tell you that much. Oh,
great trips that they take the top achievers on, right? Are there cash bonuses that are available for people who get started and get started quick? What is the company culture like? Are there campaigns that you run that are fun and engaging? Like what are the things that make people go, I want to be part of that? I feel like this would be a business opportunity where I would be nurtured, where I would be appreciated, where my innovation would be appreciated and seen as well.
Yeah, welcome. That probably won't be my members only.
It's just fun tonight.
But tonight, it's a yeehaw night.
It's a vibe.
Welcome, Mina.
Wow. Right. You want to show people where there's that healthy balance that makes people feel like, wow, I really want to do this. Right. And then the fifth thing that stories are great at doing is they show the clear path to success. So
Same, Kim.
Illustrate a clear path of progression through your company. Talk about, oh, first you hit core rank. And to hit core rank, you do this, this, this. These hiccups are back again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to hiccup all over you. Whoopsies.
You know what you could do, because this was a pre-recorded video. You could have maybe just edited that part out before you posted it. You know, it's not that hard. I mean, what are we talking about? Maybe 10, 15 seconds? Very simple to do. Weird.
And then you show them, hey, the next step is, I'm making this up, you earn a car. Here's how you earn a car. Then past that, we have this title that does this, and you get ownership pools in the company. And then this stage, this step is where you become a corporate trainer, and corporate trainers get to teach and train. Here's the structured path for this. Here's the way you do this, right? And then you share success stories of people inside of your organization, your team, who have done this, who have risen through the ranks, real stories, real anecdotes, real people who started in similar backgrounds and roles, like we talked about the other day. This was a VIP day. I'm sorry. I talked about how I was a topper.
Did she just lose track of what she was doing? You know, like the VIP versus the general. I'm going to call it general admission. I don't know what else to call it. Did she just lose track of? Is that what's happening? I don't know. Maybe I missed it. I don't know.
Recruiter, because I collected so many people's stories. So it wasn't that I was the teacher, or that I was the nurse, or that I was the mom or the dad or the student or whatever. That wasn't my story, but I knew all of your guys' stories. I knew Megan's story. I knew Kelsey's story. I knew Roberto's story. I
know. I for a split second, I went, maybe I'm reading into this, but you guys saw it too. It was like she kind of got caught. Why not edit that part out too before you post it? You know? Oh, because then people would know for sure that this was a pre-recorded video.
knew Stephanie's story. I know Berta's story. I know all these people's stories, so I could show the path of success. Because when you're recruiting people, you want to not just tell your story, you want to be able to tell the stories of people and say, listen, I know how you feel, not because it's me, but because I have a friend with 12 kids. Let me tell you her story. She literally has 12 children. She's in this company. She earned her car in her second month. Can you imagine how nice it must be to get $800 a month for a car when you have a family of 14?
Well, the interesting part about that is she still would have to qualify for the car. If she bought the car, there would probably have to be a down payment of some sort, I would imagine. Or you're locked into a lease. So they make it sound like it's this glorious thing, like it's this, you know, oh, this is so amazing. But what they don't tell you is you still have to qualify for it. I'm sure that there's a lot of people in MLM, unfortunately, that have qualified for the car and they can't with the company, but they can't qualify for the lease or the loan. It's so sad. Also, I have very strong opinions about these car bonuses in these companies. And I feel like it's an insurance policy for that company to lock people into not leaving. Just my opinion.
What do you have to drive? A 15-passenger van? Is that a Sprinter van? I bet you $800 a month is a really nice little extra added bonus, don't you think?
Yeah, but like all the things that come with that $800 suck. So it's not that great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have 12 kids, but I know you do. And I know she does. And I know she figured out how to make it work, which means I know that you can too.
Handcuffs.
You see how that works? That's the art of storytelling. Okay. And so remember, a compelling story evokes emotions. A compelling story inspires. A compelling story leaves a lasting impression on whoever your prospect is so that they go, I'm so in. And I want your stories to be real, sincere, genuine, heartfelt, passion-filled, okay? If you're passion-filled about your business, guys, I tell you what, it doesn't even really matter what your name is. I'm kidding. It just doesn't. I want to bring the rock in for a minute here. It just doesn't even matter really what you're saying sometimes. I know some of us are like chronic overthinkers. Passion's going to close more people in this business than any kind of perfect script will, because people are following people that have absolute conviction right now. Trust me in that, okay? And then we talked about brand communication style, or I at least mentioned it to you guys. We didn't really go over this too much yet, but brand communication style is just... I
love our last little bit of commentary. No.
No, I'm not going to trust you on that. Why would I trust you? Constantly lie.
Oh, it's so bad.
Everything about how you talk to people, everything about how you show up. I like live video because you get to really see who I am. I like coming on here. I like making posts. I like commenting back. I like all of this stuff. That's all part of your brand identity. What you're really thinking about when you say brand communication style is when somebody thinks about you, what are they thinking about? All right, so let's get into this. Strategic content planning to recruit. You need a well thought out content strategy. We're going to jump in a second. All of this makes sense. We've talked about omnipresence, utilizing multiple platforms. If you guys don't already...
All of this makes sense to who? To you?
Yeah. To literally nobody else. And I don't even think it makes sense to her. My eyes and my eyes. Same.
Speaking of eyes, I have to turn my ring light down. Hold on.
There's a little bright. It's a little bright in there. I know. Also, she's on the last point of this, like, building your brand thing. So that's good. However, we're over halfway done with the video, but we still got more left than I'd like us to have. Oh, my Lanta. Yes, Jessie Lee, give us nothing. Yes. I know the colors. It's just like purple and yellow and red. Never. I'm sorry. Never should those three colors go together. Purple, yellow, and red. Purple and yellow throw me off anyway. I don't think it's awful. I don't think it's great. But purple, yellow, and red with this like golden brown for the building your brand online color. It's not my fave. JJ, I'm also walking on Lex Pro. I love my Lexi. Same. If you look at the top right, it says JulieJo. It says walk_on_Lex Pro. That's my TikTok and my Instagram account. I need to tell my hubby to bring me a little drink. Okay, I'll press play.
You know this. The reason I'm able to go live on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook all at the same time, and YouTube, is because of this. I have multiple cell phones. They don't all have cell phone plans, okay? I have these multiple cell phones, and then I have a tripod. I also have this tripod too, which is just a normal tripod. But my tripod is somewhere around here as well. My tripod is great as well because my tripod, I just put all three, ding, 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 all in a row, tic-tac-toe. I hit go, go, go on all three, and then boom, I'm leveraging multiple platforms, okay? And this is really useful because you want a bunch more people engaging with you. You do not know where someone is going to follow you. You don't know if they're going to watch you on TikTok, if they're going to watch you on Instagram, they're going to watch you on Facebook, they're going to watch you on YouTube, they're going to find you on Pinterest, they're going to see you on LinkedIn, etc. They're everywhere, okay? I talked to you guys, I think day 1, maybe day 2. I have no idea. It's all blurring together. But hey, day 4, is this good so far? Am I fire hosing again? Am I giving you guys your $17 worth yet? I love it so much.
Is this good so far? Set on a pre-recorded video.
Jesse, it literally sucks.
It's terrible.
It's so bad that you should pay them for being there.
Also, somebody said, wow, look. Oh, here it is. Wow, she's actually giving some tips.
We are 43 minutes in. And she is just now starting to give some tips for a boot camp.
And her tips are to go live on multiple platforms at the same time with a tripod.
Nice.
How much? I love that this was $17 and some of you are literally going to become millionaires from this. That just gets my freaking motor running.
Uh-huh.
Jesse! Hear what you just said. Round 2.
Everywhere. Okay. I talked to you guys, I think day 1, maybe day 2. I have no idea. It's all blurring together.
Really quick, I just want to say it's so iconic. Okay. So I need you to hear it again.
But hey, day 4, is this good so far? Am I fire hosing again? Am I giving you guys your $17 worth yet? I love it so much. I love that this was $17 and some of you are literally going to become millionaires from this. That just gets my freaking motor running.
That's a soundbite.
I love it so much. Good for you, Jesse. That was a great comment. She's doing that to make us giggle. You know she's doing that to make us feel
100%.
good. Thanks, Jesse. Much appreciated.
It worked.
It did.
But we talked about making sure that you're actually looking at the data, making sure you're looking at the insights. It'll make your life a lot easier. So let's talk content strategy, though. Is that okay with you guys if we do some content strategy? All right, good. Well, even if you didn't want me to, I was going to. So let's rock.
Wait.
And roll, okay. Content calendars are great.
Wait. This is pre-recorded.
She's asking
and it was like she put a pause into it, like she was seeing people's comments.
I love it. I love it. It's so this live is actually this video is actually so fun to watch. It's very entertaining. It's
also fun. It's not a big deal if you wanted to pre-record it, but the way that she pitched this was it was going to be live videos where people could interact with her. And day 3, 4, and 5 for the general whatever, the $17 price, that's not what this was. They were pre-recorded videos.
And she's acting like they're live.
Now, why would she do that? Well, probably because she's not giving them what they paid for.
Bruh,
that could be a problem.
You should refund them, Jesse. This is bad. This is
embarrassing.
Bad.
And she has a team. Like, I don't mean a team in MLM. I mean a team that helps her with this stuff. And this is what they put out together.
She really needs to fix that team a bit.
Unreal.
I mean, some of y'all might be going, oh, y'all are going so hard on her. But remember, she's the #1 network marketer in the world per her, I don't know, opinion. So wouldn't you think that they'd be a little more professional and not lie? And maybe, just maybe, be live when she says she's going to be live.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice.
You can cheat sheet this if you want to. You can just go to Pinterest and look up content calendars for Instagram, content calendars for Facebook, content calendars for whatever. But here's what I want to talk about. This is just really for some of you to stay super organized. You can absolutely pre-schedule some posts if you want to. Doesn't matter to me, but I want you to make sure you're focused again on that team building. So here are some ideas for each week, and feel free to adjust this. I'm going to kind of go quickly through it, but you have all the replays after I'm done here. You can go back and watch it again. And so maybe for you, it's something like the first week you are talking about how you engage your team in team building activities. So maybe day 1, your posts on your content are all about the introduction. So let's say, well, it's.
Oh my God, if she does. Yeah. Andrea, you beat me to it.
Question, am I muted right now?
No, I muted you when you opened your can because it was screechy.
I understand, but I muted my mic. And I've been muting my mic the entire time I've been eating chips.
Oh, so I haven't messed with it since.
Formally apologize. Because I thought it's been muted.
I don't remember hearing any like eating noises or anything like that.
That's good. But my mic says it's muted right now. Give me 1 second. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's
now I'm muted, right? Now
now you're not muted.
Unmuted.
I can hear you. No.
Buttholes.
Is it the opposite? Is it opposites day? Also, Andrea beat me to it. I was going to say 10-4-1. Another version is 4-2-1, depending on how many times a day you want to post. And so I swear if she goes into that, I'm going to be like, okay, we have heard this on so many Facebook Lives and team trainings that I have been on. It's unreal. So we'll see if she goes into it, but that's my prediction. Andrea just beat me to it. Andrea also used to be on the team as well, so she knows.
It's not August 1st anymore, but it was a couple days ago. Maybe day one is the introduction of your online business and the mission and the values and the core values that your team stands for, your business stands for. Day two, maybe it's your highlighting, and this can be with reels, videos, posts, stories, etc. Day two, highlight the benefits of building the team. So maybe you're showing photos, maybe you're showing testimonials, maybe you're showing examples of people that you've helped coach that their lives have changed. Maybe you share a screenshot of what somebody has said to you about being part of your team, right? Day three, your content could be sharing a list of the fun team building activities you've done. Maybe this is a retreat you've been on. Maybe this is a company trip you've been on. Maybe this is, like I mentioned earlier, a spirit week your team has done before. Maybe this is a fun online campaign your team did together, right? Maybe that's day three, and you share all of these, right? Just examples, again, photos of this, maybe videos from you doing that, maybe videos from an incentive trip, right? Day four, or the upcoming incentive trip, you could share what your company's put out. Doesn't have to be something you've been on. Don't overthink this, guys. Day four, testimonials and success stories from team members that have benefited from being part of your team. Again, this can be company-wide. This doesn't have to be on your team specifically. This could be somebody in your company who is having success, because quite frankly, if people on your team are having success, that means other people are having success too. Okay. And then maybe the fifth day of your content is something around, maybe you do a live video where you're actually demonstrating a team training you've done before, or you're demonstrating maybe a leadership building activity that you did before, or you're demonstrating the way that your team has worked together. Like maybe there's a Zoom call where all the leaders come together and they put together all the different ideas for the team for that month or something like that. Like, where is the cohesiveness? How do people work together? And how can you show people what's special inside of your team? This might sound like not a big deal, but so many people are looking for where they can fit in. People are looking for their homes. Okay. Next, I guess that would be like day 5, right? Or something like that. Or maybe this is week 2. Okay. So maybe you're doing Monday through Friday. This is your content strategy. Okay. Then maybe you show people how you've been able to build this virtually, and that's how you have an international team, or you're going to have an international team. So maybe on the next day, your first day of the next week, you're discussing the hardships of building teams virtually, or common struggles that building in a digital world that you have overcome, and how your team has overcome them, and now you do business in 50 countries, right? Makes sense. And you show this in different ways. Again, these are videos. This could be a live. This could be a video you film short form. This could be a reel, a TikTok, a short, etc. This could be a carousel with a bunch of examples you scroll through, whatever. Okay. The next one is maybe tips on onboarding. So you show people, hey, don't worry so much about building. Don't worry so much about building a business and feeling like you're going to be alone. Look at some examples of how our team.
Did you guys see the dog legs? Oh, we saw her dog legs.
Iris, get your paw off my cheek. You saw the dog leg?
Oh, we saw her dog legs. That was great.
She does enjoy being held like this, but oh, yeah, there we go. Can you say hi? No? Okay.
Oh, man. That was funny.
Look, she pulled out my hair. It's fine. She's like, get me out of this room. Mom, that was not nice. She usually likes that.
Onboards. Look at our system. Look at the way that we work together so that everybody around the world, or everybody around the country, or everybody around the team, no matter where they live, no matter how busy they are, can still succeed because we have this system, right? Maybe the next day, so this is day 3 of the second week, you're showing something like the tools, the systems, the technology. Maybe you share a couple scripts that work really well, just to validate the point that, hey, we're a step above the rest. We promote team collaboration. Look at the script that I got from Billy Bob on the team, right? Who this isn't mine. This is our team. Maybe the 4th day of that second week, you're telling a case study. You're showing a successful person in another country, like maybe maybe you're saying something like, I've got this amazing team in Italy, and this is exactly how this happened. This person found me online, then I met them at an in-person event in Las Vegas. We connected. We knew right away that we were definitely meant to be. He said, I've got this enormous group of Italians I have influence over. I've lived in Italy my whole life. I've been looking for somebody just like you. And next thing you knew, we turned everything in it. We translated everything for everyone in Italy. We made the exact same system for everybody. And now this person is making 6 figures a year in Italy, a digital nomad, traveling the world, spends some of their time in Barcelona, some of their time in Paris, and some of their time in the north of Italy. And it's all because of our team. Here's the story. Maybe the 5th day that week, you're doing something like question and answers. It could be, again, a static post of question and answer. It could be a question and answer live video. I've done so many of these where I'm showing people this is how our team works. What questions do you have about how our team operates? What do you want to know about building the team? I've got this international thing in my head right now. I don't know. Why am I thinking international so much? I don't know. I'm always thinking international. I love you, international people. My goodness, I'm a citizen of the world. My favorite quote is a Socrates quote. He says, I'm not a citizen of Athens. I'm not a citizen of Greece. And I'm not a citizen of Athens. I'm a citizen of the world. It's one of my all-time favorite quotes. I saw it when I went to Athens. It was on a wall, kind of like tucked off in a beaten path. And it just like, golly, it just spoke so much to my heart. I don't know. I just love people. So anyway, all right. 3rd week, maybe it's something. Is this like, am I going too fast? Like,
yeah, a little bit.
What she should have said is, I love people that make me money. That's what she should have said.
Yeah. Yeah. A little fast, Jessie. Could you just take a moment? That would be nice.
I didn't know Pinterest quotes were going to be part of the training.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad too. Like yesterday, she was bad about that too. It's interesting because she's talking, and it's rabbit trails the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, that just means she wasn't prepared.
Agreed, Andrea.
She really does need a friend. Yeah.
Also, can we like take a deep breath for her? Like, can everybody just take a deep breath real quick? Okay. Because good Lord.
I know. I'm glad I didn't speed it up because holy moly.
Can you imagine?
Oh, Jess, welcome. I try to go live at least once a week. Sometimes I can do it twice. We have a fun time.
We really do.
Rabbit turds. Brian, what
is it?
Oh, my bad.
Turds. No, I just saw rabbit turds.
That's funny, Brian.
I don't get it.
Because she said, somebody else said, let me find it. I may have missed it. I think they said like rabbit trails or something like that.
Oh, I did. She's going down rabbit trails, but rabbit turds. That is a good one. That's good.
Yeah.
Is this too fast, too furious? I don't know. I hope it's okay. Okay.
This is not a live. This is not a live video. Is this too much? Am I going too fast?
Okay,
good.
Okay. Also, the fact that she told Jane Marie, because Jane Marie was like, "Are you like? I'm guessing like you're aggressive in training, like you are on your social media." And then she was like,
aggressive.
And she was like, "Are you in my coaching?" And Jane Marie was like, "No, I don't pay for your coaching." She was like, "I'm not aggressive." Blah blah blah. And then so Jane Marie was like, "So do you tell your audience they're not getting what you put out there? Like they're not getting the Jessie Lee that you put out there?"
Valid question too, considering what was just said.
Very valid. And you know what? I actually believe that they are getting the Jessie Lee that she puts out there because she is aggro. And you know what? Jane Marie was right.
It was awesome. That was a great series of questions.
And Jane said she got everything she needed.
By the way, the Dream podcast comes out next month. FYI, I think September 25th. Don't quote me on that date. I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it's September 25th. If you've not listened to the Dream podcast, we highly suggest it.
Yes.
She probably does not suggest it, but we suggest
I love you. Julie Lystad, I love you. Can you also give Ryan a hug for me? I love you both. I love you so much.
Okay, I can't. I can't right now.
Okay, okay. Week 3, Monday, it could be You could have a whole week about leadership and communication. So you're showing people, why would they join you? What's the leadership like? What's the communication like? So maybe on the first day of that third week, you're showing how your role as a leader has fostered team building, or has fostered this kind of community, or has fostered team cohesion, or has fostered the core values. And you give examples of that. Maybe the second day of that week, you're showing on social media through your content, the communication strategies for your team leaders. Again, maybe you're highlighting some screenshots of the way you talk to each other in your team chats, or the way you celebrate, or maybe when somebody earns, a rank on your team, you're showing the public celebrations, how you send it out to everybody, or how you celebrate when someone earns something on a Zoom all together and you all win together, right? Like, show people this stuff. Let people see how you communicate and how you lead. Maybe the third day, you take the time to do a question and answer live, a dual live, right? Maybe do a dual live with a successful team leader. Maybe you interview them about your team, about the differences between your team and your company compared to maybe opportunities they had in the past with transferable skills that they now have. Right. And again, if live video still scares you, you could do it as a TikTok. Maybe if that still scares you, you could do it as a
pre-recorded video.
Written out interview with just a photo of the two of you. This is easy stuff, and you can put it all over on all of your social medias. Maybe the fourth day, you give examples of how you resolve team conflict and how you maintain a positive team environment, even when sometimes, there's some bad apples, right? And
Oh, do tell us how you do that, JL, because I know.
I would, yeah.
You block them, you remove them from the group, but you still collect the check on them, don't you? Yes,
and then
you do.
Get mad when they decide to leave your team.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Interesting how that happens.
Yeah.
You just show examples again of what, I'm not perfect. Lord knows Jessie Lee's not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect, okay? I have screwed up people in the past. I have definitely stomped on some people's toes. I have hurt some feelings, none of which I don't think I did on purpose. I certainly wouldn't do that on purpose anymore, but I like to tell stories.
I'm going to roll out of this chair and into the fiery pits of hell. I swear to God.
I certainly don't do that anymore.
On purpose. Jessie, you do know that your boyfriend is married, has kids, and you intentionally try to ruin her life. So
any moderators want to share the GoFundMe? That would be cool. Otherwise, I'll grab it. Either way,
I don't know.
That'd be cool, I think.
Also, if you, that's 100% great. If you want to be a moderator and you're on here a lot and you feel like you'd be a good moderator, you can let me know. Like, maybe like in the Discord for members.
Stories of people where, hey, I've grown so much as a leader. I was not a great leader all the time. And I know that I'm a great leader now. And I know that I've grown as a person. And I know that I've grown as a leader. And here's some examples of that, right? I don't try to be perfect. And maybe the fifth day inside of leadership and communication, you use some examples for people of, here's some books I learned from. Here's some great podcasts I listened to. People's Mentor podcast. Jessie Lee is the People's Mentor. Or you talk about some courses you've gone to, or some places you went for some team communication. I really truly believe, and this might sound cuckoo bananas to some of you, but I know it's true. One of the reasons that I recruit so many top leaders and have had so much success over the last 12 years is because leaders are looking for leaders. And they see me go to these masterminds, and they see me paying really big money to learn how to be a better leader and a better human. They watch me continually grow. And it's really difficult to be a leader of leaders if you're not willing to lead yourself and be humble enough to say, I don't know everything. And so I spend time getting around people who are better than me in so many different ways. And I can contribute to them in some ways.
Friends, do me a favor in the chat, as we are actually on a live video. Drop in the chat, just estimate what percentage of this 52-minute video that 52 minutes and 22 seconds, what percentage of that do you think she has spent talking about herself? Just drop it in the chat. Just, estimate.
So
educated guess, if you will. Unbelievable.
Also, if I know I have new members, I haven't updated the Discord link. I'm going to update it right now. So if you remember, there's a members only tab that you can click on. And yeah. You see,
Same time.
we all clicked on it at the same time.
Same time.
DC
What's
said,
up,
Brain Cell
DC?
Recovery Fund donation for watching this video, JulieJo.
That's so amazing.
Thank you so much. All the percentages. Yes.
Oh my God. This is my favorite. 87. Oh, my bad. 87 to 94%.
I feel that. That's accurate.
Oh my God.
Okay, Jen, I see you.
This part.
Jen, if you'll comment. I love how she is trying to poach from these very leaders and the scam cycle continues. Right, Andrea.
Andy,
Exactly.
Andrea used to be on the team. She knows the same tactics that I do.
Yes.
But they pour into me a lot, and I get to take that back to my team. I use that messaging a lot because people know, as an example, that Ed Milet is my business coach. And they know that, therefore, if you are part of my programs, you're part of letting me coach you. I get off a coaching call with Ed. I teach it to my platinum coaching students.
Correct.
Right? I show them exactly what Ed taught me to do. I teach.
That's correct. They're paying for other people's training that you just speak. And
Nailed it.
Erin and I have made that point before, and we knew it.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Them exact protocols, things that have made him worth $900 million. Like, I don't gatekeep information from my top students. Absolutely not. Right. And so people know that, oh, Jessie Lee went to another event. Jessie Lee went VIP again. Jessie Lee spent the 25 grand. Jessie Lee spent 100 grand. Jessie Lee spent 50 grand. Jessie Lee, like, they know that they get access to my brain.
Imagine how many times she said I or Jessie Lee in this video. Just imagine.
Trickling down through them, right?
You're
so
good.
Think about ways.
It's probably the word she said the most.
Indeed. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
You can do that. Okay. I feel like I'm flying, and I feel like I'm going so slow. We have so much more to do today. Holy Toledo. Okay, here we go. Then the week 4 of your content calendar. Maybe you want to recruit so much and you really want to spend some time on that company culture. So maybe day 1 of week 4 is the importance of the company culture and how you and your team contribute to that with exact examples all over your social. Maybe the second day is you're highlighting the impact of the strong company culture. Maybe you have a company culture of giving back and you're doing a Christmas in July thing and you got a house and your whole team descended upon a house that was dilapidated and you took over it and your team went in there, raised the funds, put together a fundraiser, flipped the house, gave the house back to a family. Unbelievable. Right? So you're highlighting this company culture. Yes. Maybe you're highlighting somebody on your team as well, right? So somebody inside of your team who has really followed in the footsteps of this kind of company culture and is stuck and stayed and now got their pay. Maybe day 3 is something like you're telling a testimonial or a case study of somebody inside of, or maybe, maybe this day 3 is you talk about how you learned how to have the company culture. So this might be an example of, I've always talked about how I read the book Delivering Happiness by Tony Hsieh.
I have absolutely no idea what the hell she's talking about.
I can tell you, she's giving overly specific examples of 10-4-1 without calling it 10-4-1.
What's a 10-4-1?
10-4-1 is the social media strategy that she has taught since I don't even know where she got it from. Probably from somebody else, in my opinion. But she's giving specific examples of what you can post. So like 10 just like lifestyle posts, 4 posts about your products or like testimonials, and then one hard selling post a week. That's what you post if you're doing it or twice a day. If you're posting on social media twice a day and you do that on multiple platforms. So 10-4-1 is the posting strategy twice a day. And then you just go through and you rotate.
I'm pretty sure she did say she came up with ad tag message. Girl, sit down. You did not come up with ad tag message.
If so, where's your book on it that you said you were going to write?
I would love to know what's his name and what's her name from O'Dare think about that.
John and Nadia Melton.
Yeah, I would love to know their thoughts on that.
Yeah.
in 2011. This is before I even had a team, so God bless it. But he was talking about the importance of the team culture and customer culture at Zappos. And I remember reading that book and thinking to myself, I want to build a team and a team culture someday like that. And reading that from the beginning has allowed me to have an amazing culture. And so what are those steps? What is a case-by-case basis? Maybe you start to learn a lot about Apple's culture.
Gracie said, my sister drinks essential oils regularly. It's scary. Ooh,
Oh,
that is scary.
that
I'm sorry
is
about
scary.
that. Oh, gosh. Sorry about that. Ooh. Okay.
Culture, or like how Google has people take naps every day. This is part of Google's culture. I don't know if you know that. They have like pods apparently when you go to the Google office. I don't know. I've never been. But what are these things where you can show what really great, strong companies are doing with their culture and how you've implemented it inside of your team? Maybe day 4, it's the steps to the team culture you came up with. Maybe it's showing people the actual teamwork, the collaboration. You're highlighting a team member again. And maybe day 5 is you're doing some kind of interaction or a call to action below where you're saying, if you're on the team, give me an example of one of the favorite things we've done inside of our team that made you feel like you're part of a big culture. This is just an example of a content calendar. But remember, inside.
Don't close your eyes. Don't do that.
Oh my gosh.
This is Andrea, you must be dying right now because she's just giving examples of what to post.
Where's the training? I understand why people wanted their money back.
This is horrible.
That makes sense. Yeah, no, this is definitely her worst work.
Yeah, well, and the VIP, in my opinion, is more unhinged than this. This is like mild in my opinion, because I watched all 6 days of the VIP, 5 days, I don't remember, but yeah, there's a lot of voice changes, pitch changing, and see, DC knows because DC.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch that or something.
The VIP, look, the VIP was brutal. Like, this is the kinder, gentler videos, in my opinion, that we're reacting to. The VIPs are like, lots of AAVE. It's horrible.
Oh, Jessie.
Yeah.
Get your own thing.
Because, it was a smaller audience. So she thought she could just get away with whatever,
Oh, yeah. I love that for her.
Side of this, you're utilizing all the different various content formats. Maybe you're writing blogs, maybe you're doing videos, maybe you're doing TikToks, reels, social media posts in general, static posts, stories. Maybe you're doing a Zoom call where you're inviting people in and you're talking about these things. You want to make sure you're always catering to the different audiences. Don't just cater to the people who watch videos. Make sure you make the posts too, and promote everything that you're doing inside of that, because you will progress. But this is just an example of a content calendar. Obviously, I could do this all day long with you, but we'll be here until 10 p.m. and I'm cute, but I'm not that cute. And so we got to keep on going and rocking and rolling throughout this. Hopefully that was a great idea and an opening for you guys inside of that, that content strategy. So next, here's some content categories. Just screenshot this. These are
all pictures of her. We have officially reached that point of the video where I'm like, I can't hold it together anymore. All pictures of her.
I don't even know what to say.
Content categories: Jessie Lee. Jessie Lee, Jessie Lee, Jessie Lee, Jessie Lee, Jessie Lee.
It's funny because she's always like, show like testimonials from your team and show testimonials from blah, blah, blah. But she never does.
And here's me.
She never does.
I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable.
That's accurate. I feel that. I know what you're feeling. It's right here. It's right here in the chest.
It is. You get me.
Yeah.
All examples of me actually doing this. And this took me no time at all to find on my Instagram because I do all of these so often.
No duh. Of course it took me no time because you put no time into this. 0. I know you did not make those PowerPoints. I thoroughly believe that she put absolutely nothing into it. She didn't make any of it. She sat down in that chair and is just spouting off the little things she knows about those different parts.
What if this was all put together by like AI or something?
Ooh, that would make sense too.
Or just Google copy and paste, you know?
I can't believe she made people pay for this.
As generic as this is, that would make sense.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, absolutely.
Often, right? Which is why this is my slideshow, right? So your educational content, you see me do a lot of this. If you want to recruit a lot of people, remember you're educating inside of your niche and inside of your brand. You're not just educating what I educate on or what your upline educates on. You educate valuable information, tips, tutorials, etc., based on your niche, not mine, your niche. Okay. Behind the scenes content, people love. If I flip this camera around right now and you see my light setup, you see what the microphone looks like, you see the amount of water bottles that are around me. I'm a very thirsty person. This is so ridiculous, but like, honestly, I hate running out of water. It drives me crazy. You see whatever. People love this kind of stuff. They want to see the tripods. They want to see, oh, the blue light blockers Jessie Lee has, because when she stares at lights too long, just like everybody else on planet Earth, she gets a
I agree with Thunder Chick. Thunder Chick said, she just seems to be money grabbing to me without any real content. 100%. I absolutely agree. For sure.
headache, right? People love that stuff. So this is just a video or a photo of me rather, walking down a hallway. I had just gotten off the stage and I wrote a caption about this, right? People want to see.
Here's the thing. Not everything should be content. You know? She might think everything's content, but not everything should be.
No. Honestly,
Your daily routine.
Oh, my bad.
The best thing that I have done is keep a lot of my life private.
Yes.
Like, people don't know a lot about my life, but they know me, but they don't know a lot about my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's an important part of, being a content creator is some people make money off of showing their lives, but we don't make money off of showing our lives or vlogging our life, right? And Jessie doesn't either, but she tries to, and it's weird.
It is weird.
Like it steps into, if she's such a professional business person, it becomes more unprofessional when she does that.
Yeah, and it's uncomfortable.
100%, especially like the balcony, those kind of lives, right? Like that kind of stuff. Keep that to yourself, please and thank you. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Not everyone feels that way. But I think the more private you can be while also being true to yourself is the best way to do content creation nowadays.
Agreed.
That's just me.
They want to see what your workspace is. They want to see, again, what your culture is like, the books you're reading, that the podcast you're listening to. This is about humanizing who you are in your brand. Testimonials and success stories. I say it right there. Showcase client testimonials, showcase promoters, distributors, whatever you call people on your team that are winning. People want to see other people winning so they can say, oh, if that person's winning, I can too.
People want to see other people winning, but I'm not going to show you any pictures of my team that are winning.
Correct. And she said this whole time to show your team, your downline, your customers, to show them like being successful or having a good experience or whatever. But she hasn't been able to do that one time. And all she's really done is talk about herself.
And why might that be? Because the person at the top of the pyramid, statistically shown time and time again, prove its own income disclosure statement, facts and data from the FTC show that over 99% of people, 99.7% to be exact, lose money or don't make any at all.
I don't know, man. I'm a big fan of posting personal shit and then getting mad when people have opinions on personal things I shared on the internet.
Stop it right now.
Lies, Dad.
I will be texting you after this, ma'am. You are in trouble. I'm going to play the video. I'm playing the video.
Surprise. Oy. Oy vey.
Inspirational quotes and messages are great for recruiting because it shows people, again, that you're serious. It shows people that you're an authority figure. This was an example of a carousel I did, 7 things I did to get rich at a young age. A lot of people clicked on it. A lot of people shared it. A lot of people saw me as an authority figure with it. And then user-generated content. This was actually a live video. I'm in Dubai. I'm interviewing a bunch of people that I have had a lot of success in coaching. I took them to Dubai. They were some of the top earners, and I was letting them make their own content.
We both paused at the same time. Julie and I said we love you very deeply.
We love you so much.
with all of our entire being. We need a FaceTime. All three of us.
Yes.
Soon.
Yes.
And maybe Ryan too in there, you know. We love a good Ryan moment.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll press play.
Content about being part of my organization. Okay. I think I already did this. My bad. I already told the art of storytelling, but let's just read these little. Let's just go ahead and read this. So look, this is how you tell stories. I think we've gone over this a lot, but I guess you can never go over it too much. Tell that compelling narrative. Clear beginning, clear middle, clear end. That's your arc. That's your story arc.
Sorry.
If you don't hold it together,
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
If you don't hold, I'm telling you right now,
it caught me by surprise.
I will lose it. So I need you to hold it together so I can hold it together.
It reminded me of a type of bird. No, it just took me by surprise.
Stop. Let's just keep going. I need you to hold it together for us.
Okay.
Right? So you can frame it. You can say, this is what we're going to be talking about. Then you tell it. Then you reframe it by pulling it all together. Emotionally connecting. We already talked. Clicked on it. A lot of people shared it. A lot of people saw me as an authority figure with it. And then user generated content. This was actually a live video. I'm in Dubai. I'm interviewing a bunch of people that I have had a lot of success in coaching. I took them to Dubai. They were some of the top earners, and I was letting them make their own content about being part of my organization. Okay. I think I already did this. My bad. I already told the art of storytelling, but let's just read these little.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
I'm over here weeping.
I'm sorry. This might be so mean. I can't hold it together anymore. I can't do it.
My eyes are watering.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
That might have been really mean, but frankly, I don't care.
I feel really bad that we're laughing at that. But I think we've just reached that point after 2 days.
I think we need to make that
Liza had to come in and say, play it again. I can't.
I think I need to be a soundbite, but you know, that's just me being a biatch.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Are your eyes watering?
Oh my God.
I think it was really just the timing of all of it for me.
I think that on a normal day, that wouldn't have been like that. But today was the day.
Julie said this is our new intro. Oh my God.
I'm starting to wheeze. I've got to
I was wheezing.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and read this. So look, this is how you tell stories. I think we've gone over this a lot, but I guess you can never go over it too much. Tell that compelling narrative. Clear beginning, clear middle, clear end. That's your arc. That's your story arc, right? So you can frame it. You can say, this is what we're going to be talking about. Then you tell it. Then you reframe it by pulling it all together. Emotionally connecting. We already talked about this. It shows your vulnerability when you tell personal experiences. And remember, every single great recruiter puts a call to action at the end of everything. Okay. It could even just be, if that makes sense, drop a yes below. If you'd like more information, drop info below. If you'd like to make money from home, drop a $sign below. If you want me to be your coach, drop coach in the comments below. All of these things, right? Whatever you want it to be, the art of storytelling is so important if you want to become a top recruiter. This photo right here is actually right after I earned top rank in my company. And I spent the next 15, 20 minutes or something like that, just telling the story of how, I visualized this moment. It looks exactly like I expected it to look, but it's also so very different. And I told the story of all the times I had traveled to Germany and almost given up, or all the times I wanted to quit and I still didn't, or all the times when I felt like a failure, or like everybody was going to leave me in business, or I wasn't good enough or fast enough or smart enough or talented enough. And I just kept putting in the hours until I got great. Right. And I told that story and people were definitely moved by it. So I grabbed that photo. All right, guys, it's your turn. This was a heavy day. I can tell. I can tell. I can't see your faces, but I can tell.
Yeah, you can't. You also can't see anything that they're saying because this is pre-recorded. Listen, y'all. I was a candle and I am at the bottom. That wick, she's almost gone. I'm just saying.
I don't know how DC did this all last week. I don't know how she did this because oh,
It's too good.
the overselling of that she's trying to fool people that she's live. Guys, how you doing? Now I can't see your faces. Yeah, you can't see their comments either because it's pre-recorded. What's happening? Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Okay.
Okay, it's almost over. Okay.
I'm gonna
All right,
pull it
we get to your
together.
comments. So the first is we got to make sure we're developing that brand persona with everything I talked about today, that unique value proposition. I want you spending a lot of time on that. Okay, a lot of time on that, a lot of time on those core values. We spent 20 minutes talking about that today. That's very important. All right.
How is there still 10 minutes to this video? I don't get that. Let's see. Oh,
I
no.
wanted to say she was gonna spend
Create
10
that
minutes honking, but I'm sorry, that's terrible.
content calendar. It doesn't have to be all the stuff I said. I told you, get yourself, be a little cheater. Go on Pinterest, right? Go on Google.
Cheater.
Right? That's not hard stuff to do. There's people who have really pretty images of exactly what to post on Instagram, or you can copy what I did. I think my little training on that was probably pretty fire for recruiting team members. So maybe just steal that. But I want you to create that. Can you guys please create that today? I know I'm giving you so many assignments during this week, and this is going to take some of you a long, long time to do, but I just at least want to give you these assignments so that you feel like, wow,
Correct,
I feel
David.
very complete being part of this. Like I want so much
Correct.
more from Jessie Lee, and at the same time, she's given me so much. And then I want you to use that feedback. All right. I want you to pay attention to the posts of yours that get the most engagement. I want you to pay attention to the posts at the time that you post them that get the most engagement. And I want you to make sure you're doing calls to action. Pay attention to which calls to action get you the most results. Not all calls to action are the same. Your audience, you're going to have to kind of play with it and learn with it and see what works best for you. All right. Next steps, and we're not done yet, so don't click off yet because I know all the slides tend to look the same.
Don't click
Yeah.
off the live, pre-recorded video yet.
You got that. You got that right. They all look the same, Jessie.
Indeed. Oh my god.
On this last one, but they're not the same. Watch our guest training today, day 4. And don't forget about Fraser Brooks. He's coming. Okay. So if you guys are excited, watch our guest training today. Make sure you follow them if you want to. If you feel like you are connecting with them, make sure you send them some love. All the guest trainers, by the way, if you want to send them some love on their Instagram, that's why I posted their handles. It's so nerve-wracking to train in front of this many people, and I think they're doing a great job. So make sure you love on them too. I do appreciate all the screen shares and posts that you guys have been posting with me. Let's make sure we spread that love everywhere. As soon as the guest training is over, I'll see you live on that VIP call. I think we all know how that works at this point. It's as soon as our guest trainer is done, boom, you'll have a 4-minute countdown, and then Jessie Lee will come on. That's me. I'm Jessie Lee. Make sure you get your action plans done. Share those insights in your Facebook group, and then hang on a second because now I'm excited. Are you guys here? Are you ready for this?
Are you
No,
there?
they're not.
Are you there, Jessie?
This is so uncomfortable. Every time she tries to sell or oversell, I should say, on this being a live video, it just gets more and more uncomfortable for me.
She's like, are y'all there? Are y'all they're there? You're not. What?
I just snorted.
Look at her window. It is at night. But she did this, but it was supposed to be during the day. I just
Why?
And you know what? Just be honest. And if you're not going to be honest, close the damn window. Put the thing down, Jessie.
I didn't even notice that we're an hour and 2 minutes into her video. The whole time it's nighttime now.
My goodness.
Oh, God.
I'm very nervous. This is when I get spicy pits. Okay. I'm really nervous and excited about this because this is really what I'm about to show you only available for those of you here inside this boot camp.
Oh, platinum pitch.
And I'm not saying it because that's some kind of great little sales pitch. I'm saying that because
Yes, you
this
are.
is truly and honestly only available for you. This is 100% going to sell out. There are 6,000 of you watching this live, and I do not have 6,000 spots for this. So please stay tuned. This is for those of you who are ready to take your business to this next level. Let's rock and roll. It is time, if you are interested, to join the BOSSLEE Accelerator Platinum Program. This is specifically designed for people to learn how to earn
She talked for an hour and 3 minutes just so that she could do this at the end.
100%.
That's what it was.
Also, DC said there were not 6,000 people in the group. There was 5.3K. Yeah. Of course, she's got to, exaggerate. It's all part of the storytelling,
Yeah.
7 and 8 figures, depending on where you are. I don't care where you are in their businesses. This is not just for network marketers, although I know that most of you are network marketers that are on this training right now. This is a big deal for me to offer you guys access to this because I'm going to discount it for you in a second here. And on top of that, this is going to be something where I have seen so many.
Oh, what's the discount? The discount is like the third. You get 33% off. What is the price then? $20,000.
I've got nothing to add to that.
For real?
Many businesses add millions of dollars of top line revenue and people who really felt like they had absolutely no hope. But now that they have access to me, my brain, my systems, my training, my scaling, my network, my cell phone, you name it, they are going nuts. And you guys get first access to this and it will sell out. So here's what you get in platinum, among other things as well. You get everything in Gold Accelerator for free.
Click at the same time.
Listen, I was on this video. I have to tell this story real quick.
Tell it. Also, DC, thank you so much for the super chat.
They're in a hotel in California, and you can see Jessie Lee is sitting kind of in front of a window because you can see the natural sunlight or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the background. At one point, he's in a towel, and then he's standing in direct shot. You know how when you walk into a hotel room and usually to the left or the right is the bathroom? And there's usually sometimes there's like a mirror to the right of the doorway, you know what I'm saying? Or the left of the doorway. Yeah. He's standing there in his towel. Like looking at the camera. And there were other times he'd be in the background and you would see him do this. Like he was trying to be seen on camera. I was losing it last week when I was watching it on DC's channel. It was pretty wild.
What a professional VIP call.
Yeah. And I think on one, she had it blurred or something, the background, but you could still see him moving. And also it was so much deodorant. It was like,
really? Oh,
I mean, he was there for minutes.
Oh my gosh. Gregory, thank you so much. Also, I love your huge game nerd pic. Super cute. JulieJo, your hair looks gorgeous in that thumbnail. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I did get it done that day. The lemur neck. That one.
Oh, yeah. Day one was blurred.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Also, he was closing platinums. So it was confirmed that he's working for Jessie Lee.
Oh, that checks out.
Yeah.
Don't they all? All of her boyfriends end up working for her.
Indeed, yes.
And it never turns out good in the end.
Avi's deodorant supply must be massive.
He's got to make that money to buy the deodorant, you know?
Maybe he should tell her about deodorant for her spicy pits.
She does keep saying spicy pits.
She does. Yeah. Maybe she's sweating because she's in pain.
Maybe. Jen said making money and hiding it, allegedly. I think that's a really good point. Avi,
Allegedly.
where did it all go? That's all I'm going to say. All right. I press play.
So all the skill-based training you get for free. You get a free call every single week. No problem at all. You're also going to get a high-level Zoom call every single month with a celebrity guest. Okay. We're thinking like this month is Dan Martell. If you don't know who he is, look him up. We've had Danielle Canty. We've had.
Do y'all want to finish this out Y'all want to finish this video out? What is it? Just her talking about her platinum?
I mean, I'm good.
Are you good to finish it? Or are you
good?
You're done?
No, I've seen enough because I'm having a hard time holding it together.
Thank God. I'm done as hell. I am done.
Oh,
I'm
God.
done. I don't want to hear about her platinum for like the 20th time. You know, it's just like whatever. Frankly, though, we really didn't get much training at all. What a bummer.
You know what she did talk about? Going live on multiple platforms using a tripod.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That was about it.
Or you know what you can do? You can link them all up on something like StreamYard. Instead of having to buy multiple phones. I can't. You know that you could put every single one, like if you got Streamlabs, which is what I'm trying to work with, you could put every single platform that you use on that pretty much. And live at the same time.
But imagine thinking that you have to have all these phones and tablets, and it's like StreamYard, Streamlabs. What are some other ones?
There's so many options, and all you have to do is link them straight to your streaming service, your streaming thing, and then you're good to go.
Why didn't her team tell her about this?
I don't know. Because they don't do anything for themselves at this point. They just listen to what Jessie says. If Jessie says, buy 3 phones and go live on each platform on your phone, you do it.
Oh, also this. Yeah, but then she couldn't have texted Erin years ago from her dog's phone. She did indeed text me several years ago when a team member passed away. She got real mad that I didn't answer her call.
Wait, wasn't that like last year?
Was it last year? I don't remember.
Because I think we were friends. Because I remember you saying that Chewy, what is his name? What's the dog's name? Charles, what is it?
Kumba.
Kumba Charles is what was the name. Or it was like Charles Ward or something.
Charles Ward, yeah.
I remember you telling me, and I'm pretty sure we were friends at that point. So it could have been a couple of years ago.
That's why I didn't answer it, because I was like, I don't know who Charles Ward is.
Y'all, that was the #1 network marketer in the world. As Shelby said, that was her. Clap for Jessie.
I hope her people that paid for this ask for a refund. That's terrible. I mean, JJ and I could probably teach you. we could probably teach you more things about MLM that will actually
help. We would never, but we could.
We would never.
Take a vow, Jessie.
Oh, it was last year, Julie said.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. I remember it being it was like at least a year ago or longer.
Janet says Kumba Charles was texting me. Well, Kumba got real mad that I didn't answer the phone call.
I'm clapping with my butt.
The beginning of the message was like, hey, there's something going on I think you needed to know. And then it was like, the last half was like, why don't you give me a call when you could be an adult? And I'm like,
you're never going to hear from me.
Boundaries are fine.
You're never going to hear from me again, you wackadoodle.
Well, I mean, maybe on my YouTube channel. And yours.
Oh, yeah. No, but I'm down for a phone call with Jessie. I'd love to talk to her. Listen, Jessie, I am formally inviting you to have some kind of call, video chat, whatever with me. I would love to talk. Now, she'll never do it, but I would love to have a conversation.
I hope that happens for you.
I would love it. But
I'm clapping with my spicy pits, Wit says.
I'm clapping with my butt cheeks. And then Wit says, what does Wit say? I'm clapping with my spicy pits. You love it. I love it. Okay, well, that's day 4. Done and dusted.
Oh my God.
Day 5 is tomorrow.
Is anybody live right now that we can?
I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know.
Let me look. Hold on. I'll look real quick. I don't see anybody live.
Let me look. Nope, I don't have anyone live on mine.
Man, that's okay. Who's going live tomorrow?
Day 5.
Clowntown, and then I think this is Karina and Tish again.
Yeah. All right. Well, Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate it.
We made it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah.
Yeah. Something. We did it. I
Oh
can sing
my
all the doors. Anyway, well, y'all have a great night. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you next time.
Don't
Bye,
turn in the
everybody.
morning. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Stay till the morning light, or would you follow me?